Mr. Yuck is mean. Mr. Yuck is green.
Home is full of lots of things that children shouldn't touch. Home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. Now there's a man whose face is green that you ought to get to know. He'll warn you when danger's coming fast or slow. Get to know his face in every single place. When you see it, you'll know quick. Things marked yuck make you sick. Sick, sick, sick. Sick, sick, sick. Mr. Yuck is mean. Mr. Yuck is green.
My name is Halandil Fang. How? I am a older, dark-haired with streaks of white orc gentleman, dressed in fairly fine but not ostentatious clothing, and has smile lines at the eyes from a life well lived. Trying in this moment to hold on to the spirit that has buoyed him through his life. Maybe not doing as well as he'd like to in this moment.
This moment, you stand shoulder to shoulder with the people of the city of Dolmakyar. Its gray stone standing proud here at the eastern edge of the land known as Kahad. You stand under the Guardian Wall. Heroes of the Shaper's War, carved in statue, some 80 feet tall, their torsos emerging from masonry, from the rock and stone of the mountainside, lean and hold the mountains of Kavroset Bay. These statues arrayed side by side, orcs and dwarves, elves and humans, halflings, gnomes, beast folk, rendered here as heroes of a revolution, now fading from memory. Their looks of determination, heroism, and strength carved forevermore into their faces. What hope they bear in their noble visages.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the light.
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to get things started.
Hey, man, is that Double D? Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys, who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening their refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of a mermaid or a siren.
They're utter shits. They're utter shits.
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, white dudes in a basement. Which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys. For socialism and femboys.
For socialism and femboys.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just
pistachious dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be off.
When we got the descriptions, they were very adamant. They were like, try not to make it like a white blonde guy. Like, please. Like, we love him, but there's like 500 million of them.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
Lube for their rectal adventures.
Lutherville, Marina Del Ex, Otisburg. Otisburg? Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg? It's a little bitty place. Otisburg? Okay, I just wipe it off. That's all. It's a little town. Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3. Great! Great, Sam!
We dumping chump. It's a landslide, sir.
On guard. It's time to mobilize. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A giant penis.
Did you cry? So much. I went into the house and my wife was like, "What's wrong?" And I just crawled onto her and sobbed.
Oh my God.
Well, ain't the old opening better?
On with the show.
Woohoo! Do you think it was worth it for Monty?
No.
No.
From what I saw, no, not at all.
We were just talking off stage, as it were. Rogan just said, like, have you seen Monty lately? And I'm like, yeah, I have. And we were just both saying how he looks like a lich.
Yes.
Looks just like a lich.
His life force is like one drop left.
What's up, Joey?
Hey. Hey, Joe.
I maintain that for him it was worth it to have like 15 good years with Shanna.
You know, I
for him,
right.
I'm just saying for anybody else.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, for him being in his lane, yeah.
Because I mean, Shanna, crazy as she is, I bet. Yeah.
Sounds like she's fun in the sack.
Yeah, I would think.
Didn't
so.
she write books about it?
She did, yeah. But
she did.
Yeah, she's like into that BDSM stuff.
Oh.
I'd break her of that habit. No need to tie you up, sister. Just
I don't think she likes being tied up. I think she likes to tie you up.
Yeah. Well, she has a willing partner in Monty. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
A submissive.
Glasses keep fogging up. What the hell's going on? How is everybody doing? See all the usuals here. Got Cal, our fearless moderator. Joey's here.
Nixit's in the house. Patrick Demo's in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Panther's not here to help us with our math, but we'll survive.
I love how you're hung up on these early people. Like, where's Chef Hans?
Where's Chef?
Where's Chef Hans? Chef Hans is like, I haven't heard hide nor hair of Chef Hans from like
2 years.
2.5, 3 years.
Where's Krugus at?
He's been in. Actually, he's been around.
Yeah, Krugus has been around.
Yeah.
Krugus has been around. Yeah, we got all Nightbreeds here. Ultra, good to see you, brother. George, Lord Oz, Mac. What is up? 33 1/3 says Nixit.
You got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me and he's not even going to try.
That's just a fact, yo.
Sometimes all you have to do is try. I mean, you just have to ask, should I do it? Should I do it? I'm just going to ask for the 33 1/3.
Toby says that I can defend from the latest attacker. I don't know.
I gave him some weapons to use when we do get to it. We'll let a few more people come in. Your whack, says Adino, if you think Shanna Germain is worth anything. Well, not worth much, but what she is worth, what she was worth, was probably
2 sacks of potatoes is what she's worth.
Well, Monty he's in his lane, and she's good enough for that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, would have been fun. I'm not saying she's a good person.
Right. But you can
I ain't saying you can't own a gun.
You're damn right. Just can't own one in town.
Just can't own one in town.
I could fix her that. I could fix her.
Blue Druids here. All you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I spend half the show doing a roll call here. We got Bob DM over on Rumble.
On guard.
Yeah, that's right. Tell you what. Let's do a soft open.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
Cabbage.
Now, did you guys know that the Oscars were this past week?
Really?
I did not know.
That's right. We have one friend who, our dear friend Gavin, who used to love the Academy Awards. Even he doesn't talk about them anymore. He used to love talking about the Academy Awards. Now you won't find.
Did you ever see that thing? It was like they talked kind of like how you just mentioned it. Did you know the Oscars were happening or whatever? And it was like, do you know who won? And it was like a show where they go and interviewed people on the streets, and they're like, they didn't see any of the movies. They're like, what was the best movie you saw this year? And they're like, White Chicks, where the Wayans brothers dressed up as white girls.
Well, this is the movie that won. And you're right. All these movies, and we'll get into it real quick here. Nobody ever sees these fucking movies. One battle after another. I did not know that this movie existed.
I'm new. This is new to me.
In fairness, Gavin texted and said this is the one he wanted to see when it came out.
Of course.
Back in September.
1 second here, Mouse.
You got it.
I want to do something real quick here. Looking for something real quick.
Is it as good as Joker 2?
Oh, goodness gracious. If anybody wants an instant panic attack, just go watch Uncut Gems. Or not a panic attack, an anxiety attack.
Yeah. Well, but both.
I've been wanting to see that for a long time, but I'm
it's so good
with anxiety movies.
But like what makes Uncut Gems even more is if you knew a lot about gambling. It's like exactly like the highs and the lows of it.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like Adam Sandler's best work, in my opinion.
Now, Crazy Mouse, this is the movie me and Crazy Mouse saw this year.
That would have won the Oscar for me.
Me too.
Because it was that and between that Superman dog movie. Oh, no. You know what it won? Naked Gun.
Yeah, Naked Gun was pretty good too, yeah. I really liked F1.
So did I.
Here's why I liked F1. All right, so you got Brad Pitt as the leading man, and they're unapologetic about it. He's a leading man. And there is a brother.
29 months.
29 months. Thank you, Death Angels. Good to see you here, brother.
Awesome.
There is a brother in a supporting role. And if you haven't seen the movie, I'll spoil it slightly, but I'm sure you guys don't care. But I mean, like, I went through this whole movie, and maybe Crazy Mouse, I don't know if you felt the same way. I'm like, well, I see the way this is setting up. F1 races in teams, so there can be two cars from the same team on the same track. And I predicted that, and I'm like, I bet you Brad Pitt like makes some sort of heroic sacrifice to make sure the brother wins. And this is, the brother who's kind of an upstart, bratty a little bit, and he kind of gets humbled. But sure enough, like, spoilers, 3, 2, 1, Brad Pitt fucking wins the big race at the end. And it's the brother who ends up, like blocking for Brad Pitt. And I'm like, damn, this is different. This is something we never would have talked about, 10, 15 years ago? But they had the courage to just kind of be like, all right, Brad Pitt's our star. He's going to win. I like that movie from that regard. Other than that, it was a good movie too. I mean, I just liked it.
One of the guys from, was it Game of Thrones was in it? It was the guy that couldn't shoot the arrow on the...
Oh, Tully, yeah.
Yeah,
the Tully
he's
guy.
in it.
Yeah, that's right. I remember you pointed it out, I think, at the time. I mean, hey, like I said, they
Agreed, Chris.
Naked Gun was good, yeah.
Naked Gun, the old one, like the first one was absolutely hilarious.
But I would say the new one, compared to the second or third one, it could fit right in there.
It doesn't top the first one.
No, not by any.
But it's better than the other two.
Yeah. So I'd agree. So I'd have picked Naked Gun or F1. You know, good movies. All right, so what am I missing here? And I'm like, because I kept hearing like, oh man, this is so good. This is such a good movie. One battle after another. Oh, it's so good. You got to see it. It's so artistic. So I did a little looking, like on Wikipedia, the plot summary. Through his anti-immigration efforts, I guess this guy's a cop, Steven, I think that might be Leo's character, has become a colonel and prominent figure within the U.S. security agencies. When Steven is invited to become a member of the Christmas Adventurers Club, a white supremacist secret society, he seeks to kill Willa to hide his past interracial relationship with Perfida. No fucking thanks. Fuck off.
This is so convoluted.
I'm so sick of this bullshit, and you'll see why movies like this win in a moment. It's fucking anti-white to the extreme. Thank you very much.
So he has a
Stephen
change of heart
Forster.
at some point. He has a change of heart, or he sees God. Is it
Here's the thing. I don't know and I don't care.
Right.
I'm sick of having white people be the villain by default because they're white. The Christmas Adventurers Club, a white supremacist secret society. Motherfuckers, you don't have to be secret anymore. Just go on X, because everybody is just fucking done with everything. They have black fatigue up to here. So they will be dropping N-bombs left and right. When you call them racist, they will laugh their fucking ass off and say, yep. How do you like the monster you just created, motherfuckers? Because you did this. You did it. Whatever. Yeah, Sean Penn. Yeah, thank you for that. And it's like, I don't fucking care. All right, so then I hear like, well, hey, Double D. You know that there's another really good movie made by Ryan Coogler called Sinners. It's a horror movie. Oh, cool. Let me do a little snooping about Sinners. Stack, one of the lead characters, runs into ex-girlfriend Mary, who he abandoned to protect her from the white community. Press X to doubt that blacks need to be protected from the white community. Any trip down to the ghetto will tell you that is hilariously false. And then elsewhere, the Irish immigrant vampire Remick shelters from Choctaw vampire hunters with a married Klansman couple whom he turns into vampire thralls. Fuck you if you thought this movie was good. Fuck off.
This is missing one thing. Aliens.
Yeah.
Does that sound like the plot for Twilight?
Yeah.
Vampires and stuff.
Yeah. I love how the vampire hunters have to be Indians. You know, they're Choctaw Indians, and you know the vampire seeks out the Klansman couple to turn them into thralls. Go fuck yourself. If you like Ryan Coogler, fuck off.
Well, if you notice, they say from Choctaw. They don't say Choctaw Indians.
Yeah,
Indians.
yeah.
Indian is bad.
Indians, feather Indians, and this Ryan Coogler, he's getting ready to do other things too. He's the director of Sinners.
No.
Ryan Coogler's X-Files reboot has officially received a pilot order at Hulu, with Coogler writing and directing. Danielle Deadweiler will star as one of the lead roles. Oh, there she is. Just what we fucking needed. The pilot episode, Mystery Device, the old smoke alarm with the low battery. Yeah. God. So.
I get that reference, Nixit. Feather, not dot. That's from Good Will Hunting.
Yeah. Yep. Not Eastern Indian, American Indian. I got it. So, aside from the movies being shit, let's talk about what fucking hypocrites the people of LA and Hollywood are. Here's the world famous Get Fucked Theater. This is how those people leave it. Because it's just the little people who do the cleaning up, right? I will clean up not only will I clean up every bit of advice, sometimes when you put like a box of candy or something below, it goes a little deeper than you want, and it would be like easy just to leave it there. Like, I will literally get on my hands and fucking knees to grab that box of Milk Duds that, you know, is like 10 feet under the seat somehow to get it.
You know
so
why?
somebody doesn't have to pick up my garbage.
You know why you do that? Because you have morals. You have morals.
Well, I was just brought up in a normal America. It's like, doesn't anybody, I guess I was brought up in normal America in the 70s and 80s. And to me, it would be like, I would be aghast if I was with somebody who's just like, just fucking leave that popcorn there. Leave that pop there. I'd be like, dude, pick up your fucking trash. Not these Hollywood faggots, though. Oh, no, there you go. Got invited to the Oscars. Gonna leave a fucking mess for everybody. Don't worry, all those blacks will clean it up.
Wasn't there a scene in the movie 12 Monkeys where Bruce Willis's character is going into an old movie theater, and there's like, you know,
yes,
this is that theater, right?
Yeah, it's you know, has that feel.
It has that feel, yeah, right out of a fucking a movie, yeah.
Badger for 5. Thank you. How about a Vlad Tepes biopic? Maybe a film about the completely inevitable 10th Crusade. Well, I'll tell you why that won't get made in just a moment here, Badger. So hosting it was, of course, Conan O'Brien. Oscar ratings, 17.9 million viewers, down 9% from last year, and lowest since 2022. These ratings are awful. Just 10, 12 years ago, they would have 40-some million people watching. Like, when I was growing up, like, it seemed like half of America was tuned in. Now,
it was a big deal.
Yeah. Now, granted, less channels, I understand. But everybody was interested. They were invested. Cal for 2. Some people deserve a visit by Godzilla 2. Yes, that's true.
Amen.
Very, very true. Chris. Yep. That's the whole problem. We've been inundated with millions of people that don't share our values. Yeah. You know, but it would be easy, and I know it's in some respects it's true to just say, well, these are foreigners coming in who don't respect our values, but a lot of these people are just Americans. They're spoiled fucking Americans who don't give a shit and hate. Like, we've officially run out of problems because they just hate this fucking country so much. Yeah, have Dice host it, yeah. All right, so this is interesting. We'll play a little clip here. 17.9 million is awful, by the way. Here's a joke from Conan during the Open.
I should warn you, tonight could get political, okay? And if that makes you uncomfortable, there's an alternate Oscars being hosted by Kid Rock. Yeah, it's at the Dave & Buster's down the street.
So he's referring here to, this is a direct shot at Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk, or Erica Kirk now, when they counter-programmed the Super Bowl and said, we don't like Bad Bunny because Bad Bunny hates America, and we don't think people who hate America should be at one of America's unofficial holidays. So this MFer, Conan, is throwing shade at the Turning Point USA
A lot
event.
of tickets for that.
I got news for you, Conan. 5 million viewers were watching the Turning Point USA halftime show. And I got other news. I was watching, it went over 5 million. And between Rumble and YouTube, it was probably between 6 and 7 million at certain points. 6 and 7 million for I don't want to say thrown together at the last minute, but thrown together on short notice, solely on YouTube and Rumble. And they got a third of your viewers, the austere Academy Awards that have been around for almost 100 years. And you guys only managed 17.9. These people got 5 million like that. So I wouldn't be crowing about having ratings greater than the Turning Point USA show. Jeffrem for 10. Thank you, Jeffrem.
I got something for him.
Go ahead.
Let's see here.
But I'm going to go with my instinct on this one. Saddle up, partner.
All right, get ready in. Saddle up. Thoughts on the fact
that movie should have won an Oscar.
Yes.
Although that was the year against Forrest Gump, right?
Yeah.
Can they split an Oscar?
That was
they should split the Oscar.
94. Jeffrem asks, thoughts on the fact WotC is reaching out to customers with a survey about D&D. They even offer a place to write comments and concerns. how likely they're going to like the answers given. I didn't even know. Thank you for letting me know about this, Jeffrey. I didn't even know about it. It's like, are you going to be shooting the messenger here? Because I think, they'll get some people who give it to them straight. Now they'll get a lot of sycophants and people who just don't like people like us. And they'll be like, oh no, everything's super duper with D&D. We love the direction you guys are going. Great. P.S. Gaglione for 5. Double D is on fire. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Hey, I got something. We got France is represented. We saw Japan earlier.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Good
we got
Lord.
America. We got anybody else?
Yeah, I'm sure we got Canadians here. We know.
Let's do a roll call. I mean, I can't give them credit till I hear about it.
Yep. So, now I see Tactic says Conan's joke was funny. It wasn't really funny, but to each their own. Comedy is comedy. And what I find funny, you might not find funny, and vice versa. Kind of halftime show is cringe. Well, I don't particularly like country, so it wasn't up my alley, but a lot of people like the country portion. A lot of people didn't actually like the Kid Rock portion. So I do respect what you're saying. Hey, you didn't like it. That's fine. But you can't deny that 5 million people tuned in and were like, yeah, this is good. This is, even if it's not great, it's better than Bad Bunny. So there you go, Canadians. All Canadians right. Galore.
And Sweden.
Sweden, all right.
Sweden's represented tonight.
My home country. I am very much Swedish. My relatives came over in 1874. Wow. 1874. From Sweden. All right, so why are all these, getting back to the movies, why are all these movies shit and why do they all hate white people? So in order for your movie to be considered for an Academy Award now, you have to meet 2 of the 4 standards that the Academy sets forth. So what are those standards? Well, here you go. A film can achieve this standing by meeting the criterion in at least one of the following areas: lead or significant supporting actors from underrepresented racial or ethnic groups.
Is this profiling?
It's fucking blatant racism. And it's like the number of white people who just like shrug their shoulders and go, oh, what are you going to do? That's just the way things are. Well, I guess my kids are just going to walk around like what? Second-class citizens? Going to get, we'll see what might be happening to your kids in the lunacy montage.
This is nuts.
One of the lead actors or significant supporting actors must be from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group.
And they give a list.
Yeah, of course. African American, East Asian, Hispanic, Indigenous, Middle Eastern, Pacific Islander, South Asian, Southeast Asian. Motherfuckers, just be honest. Save yourself the ink and just put not white, because that's exactly what you mean. Everybody but white people. Fuck off.
That's fucked up.
Now, if you don't want to do that, you could say, well, at least 30% of all your actors not submitted for the acting Oscar for acting consideration are from at least 2 underrepresented groups. Oh my, it's like a Chinese menu here. I'll take a woman from side A, an LGBTQ from side B. People with cognitive or physical... come on.
This used to be a celebration of the movies, about the actors and actresses and the production and the story and and all that stuff right there. And this is not that at all. You're not.
It was about shared experiences.
Yeah.
Everybody saw take Return of the King. Like everybody thought like the first 2 movies, oh come on, they're getting worked. They better give the Oscar to Return of the King. That is honestly like the last Oscar I remember being invested in. I probably watched a couple others after or just had it on in the background, but that was the last one, the Return of the King. And I'm like, they better give the fucking everything to Return of the King. Unfortunately, they did. That was probably the last time they had any. Well, no, because they gave the Oscar to No Country for Old Men. You know, that was deserving. You know, but you know, on or about 2014, 15, 16, it went off the rails. Oh, and by the way, if you don't want to do anything with your actors, and this is, I think, what a lot of these films will do. Well, if you don't want to do that, the main storyline, theme, or narrative of the film is centered on an underrepresented group. That's somehow even worse. It's got to be a woman, a racial or ethnic group.
So it's not about talent at all. It's not across the board. It has nothing to do with talent or innovation or insight or anything like that. None whatsoever.
Well, not if you want to have your ego stroked by a bunch of Hollywood pedo faggots. Women, racial or ethnic group. Oh, how about the white race? Oh, no. White isn't a race. White lives aren't a thing.
God.
White lives aren't a thing because white lives don't matter.
Yep, that's right. People with cognitive, I mean, it's like you go through this dance, okay? And then it's like, oh, you don't want to do it on that side. But a lot of people will easily choose it from A because that's the easiest, because those are the kind of stories that Hollywood wants to tell now. And they want to tell it with all these underrepresented, all these poor black actors. Oh, my Lord. But if you didn't want to go that way, you could have 2 of the following creative leadership positions, and they have director, producer, and a bunch of other leads.
Boom mic.
Yeah, boom mic operator. Now they want these to be fairly high up, so they are, if they're not producer or director, they're supervisors at least. So you guys get the idea. They are rewriting our entertainment, but I think it's at least showing, because people aren't paying attention anymore to these Oscars. So good. I'm glad. I hope a lot of these people that move out to LA to become an actor, I hope they become so disillusioned. I fucking hate Hollywood. There's like one or 2 movies a year now that I'm like, it's not even like I'm excited. It was like the F1 movie. I saw that and I'm like, how bad could they fuck up F1? And then I see Brad Pitt's in it. And I'm like, Brad Pitt won't, you can say a lot of things about Brad Pitt. He's not going to allow himself to be clowned in a movie because he's just got too much to lose by doing so. I'm like, I bet you that's going to be a pretty good movie. So, and I usually have a good eye for what Crazy Mouse is going to like too. So I'm like, yeah, you want to go? So I'm glad we did. But, other than that, I'm not going to go jump and see fucking Sinners and just go watch white people get, driven down and ground into the ground by all these fucking people in Hollywood. They hate you. If you are white, they hate your fucking guts. And they want to change the landscape, the cultural landscape, so that it will be normal for your kids to be belittled, badgered, harassed, and probably have violence committed against them. It's already, what am I saying? We're already there. We already see where, a black person will commit a crime against a white person and they'll immediately, well, what did you do to arouse their anger? Did you do anything? Well, it's a generational trauma, from slavery. That's why they're so angry. So, just let them off a little bit. Fuck off. If you're not going to go down fighting and you're just going to sit there and just take it like a little fucking guy that big, that's fine. I don't want you on my side though. Get angry, fuckers. Amino Jacko for $10. We used to know how to wield that whip, didn't we?
Sure enough.
Just like a lot of companies nowadays. How many boxes can we check? Look at my boxes of Crayola, multicolored crayons. Absolutely, Amino. And I hate it. I hate to hear people go, oh, well, that now that Trump got elected, the era of woke is over. Bullshit. I see it in my company. You know what they did? They renamed the DEI department to some other more ridiculous tag. Representation and something else, or it just didn't have diversity in it. Same shit. They still do the same thing. They're going into hibernation until, well, probably the midterms, because they think they're going to win, and who knows, they may, but If not that, they're just when Trump, is out of office. They'll be back with a vengeance. And if you don't fight against them then, I think I said it before, I read something from a leftist and a former leftist, who saw the light, and he just said, you guys don't understand. Like, they will try to kill you, like, at every opportunity. And he's like, when you have them on the ground and you have your foot on their neck, just keep it there, because the minute you let them up, and that's our problem, is we're too sympathetic. The minute you let them up, they will come up and they will try to stab you with whatever's within arm's reach.
They go after each other. They'll
Oh
kill
yeah,
each
that
other.
should show you right there, like
Right.
how bad they go after each other. So yeah, fuck these people, ruin them. I don't care about the hypocrisy anymore. Of, well, I thought you guys were against cancel culture. Now you're for people being fired. Damn right. I want them fired. I want them destitute, and I want them very, very. I probably can't say what I actually want them, because I don't give a shit if they're here or not. If you get my meaning,
Double D.
Fuck off.
Double D. Sometimes you have to use the weapons of the enemy to defeat the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? When I look around and everybody's like me, I promise, like Cincinnatus, I will lay these weapons down. I promise.
Ho!
Breaking news.
James, for 50, my nigga, what's up? Thank you so much.
As she likes to say, lanterns are lit, so are the tits.
She's my cherry pie.
One of the greatest evils inflicted on European people and white Americans is separating the white man from the white woman and turning the woman against their men, destroying our ethnic cohesion, like what happened with the black community in the U.S. People prefer, left to their own devices, they prefer to hang out and mix with their own. It's just the way it is. Yeah, so this sort of forced, diversity, it doesn't work. And it leads to upheaval. Just let people do what they want. Fuck. Thank you very much, James.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
That's
brother.
awesome. Very generous.
Yes. Absolutely.
OGG. You might have been given Rogan the shout out.
Yeah. Yeah. Fight fire with fire. Yeah.
Fight bar with fire.
Fire with fire. Yeah. So no longer will we say we can't sink to the lows of our enemy. Don't look too much into the abyss, Double D. It'll start staring back. Fuck off. That abyss has already stared into us.
Sometimes that light at the end of the tunnel, it's a train.
It's a train, yeah. Yeah. So it's like,
Get the fuck out of the way.
I hope every person who got canceled for like a crude Charlie Kirk tweet is just so desperate right now. I hope they can't sleep at night. I know they're not going.
Whoa,
I know they're not starving.
You almost quoted "Lose Yourself" there.
Oh,
from Eminem. And when you can't sleep, when you do sleep, I hope you dream about me. And when you dream about me, I hope you scream about me.
Subconscious there.
Yeah. Double D was listening to some Eminem earlier
Spitting
today.
rhymes, I guess.
right.
All right, let's go with before we get to
Give no quarter.
the amusing one.
Absolutely.
Let's All right, so did you guys know that there was a Magic the Gathering RPG being developed at WotC, and you can bid on the draft for charity? Jonathan Tweet. Let me see if I can find this fruit.
Oh my goodness gracious.
There he is. There's Jonathan Tweet.
Is he cosplaying? Tell me he's cosplaying.
I don't think so. Now, this is a guy, I would always see his name. I'm like, oh, yeah, Jonathan Tweet, the 3rd edition guy. Whatever. I'm like, whatever. He seems okay. Get to that in just a moment.
Somebody's got to go back and get a shitload of dimes.
Get that in just a moment. Jonathan Tweet, who you will know from ARS Magica, D&D 3E and 13th Age, worked on a Magic the Gathering RPG while at Wizards of the Coast back in '96. This would have been pre-TSR sales.
I think I remember something about this.
He's giving away the draft as a franchise. Was there something I needed to read there, Crazy Mouse? Was that a
Nope, someone just requested that.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. Sometimes all you got to do is
a man of the people.
That's right. All right, so here is Jonathan Tweets. Here it is. At first, I'm like, Manstorm? Is this a gay RPG? No, it's Mana Storm. I guess that was their That was their.
I like Hannah Storm.
Yeah. I didn't even put that together, but yeah, Hannah Storm.
Hannah Storm?
Hannah Storm's a basket. Yeah.
Sports
She does NBA games.
Yeah. So this was Jonathan Tweet's treatment for Wizards of the Coast pre-TSR, their RPG Mana Storm. I guess it's like one of a kind. Oh boy, you can bid on it. What do you mean bid, Double D? Here's Jonathan Tweet over on Pedo Sky. Here's a draft manuscript of the Magic the Gathering RPG from 1996, and I'm giving it away as a fundraiser for, drumroll please, Planned Parenthood. With permission from the authors. Not sure how much to ask for. Vanishingly rare. 1872 raised so far. Oh, great. 1872 raised for killing kids. How wonderful. I love that he keeps telling people to do this, and then everybody has to tell him in the comments. Super cool. Hey, let me know the best way to make an offer. Your DMs are closed. You can't put in a bid with this fruitcake unless you can DM him, and you can't DM him unless he follows you. So nicely thought out there, Jonathan.
We used to have a girl at Old Navy that used to tell people that they could only use their super cash if they opened up an Old Navy credit card. Ooh. Which was not accurate whatsoever.
That's a little dodgy, yeah. So, a lot of people want to bid. A lot of people want to give to Planned Parenthood. So just a reminder for those of you who are a little unsure about Planned Parenthood and think, oh, isn't that the place for reproductive health? That's where you go to get reproductive health, Double D. It's getting taken away, don't you know? Donald Trump's going in there and saying, no. You women have to get cancer.
It's important to remember, too, that the services that we provide through the federal programs are family planning, cancer screenings, prenatal care.
We don't have prenatal care here. Planned Parenthood offers abortion, so they don't offer prenatal care.
Okay, just abortions.
Yeah.
Prenatal care.
Unfortunately, no. We wouldn't provide any type of prenatal services here at Planned Parenthood.
Checkups, cancer screenings and prevention, contraception, prenatal services, and STD testing that comprises the majority of services Planned Parenthood provides.
No, see, we don't see pregnant women as a way of giving prenatal care.
Okay.
We see pregnant women, if they are considering other options.
When we're talking about defunding Planned Parenthood, we're talking about cutting funds for breast cancer screenings, for cervical cancer screenings, for prenatal care.
No, we don't do prenatal services. I mean, it's called Planned Parenthood. I know it's kind of deceiving.
Prenatal care.
I know it's kind of deceiving.
I know it's kind of.
And that is what we want to focus on. That is what is so
Evil
vital.
people.
I was just
These are
asking
evil people.
what kind of services you offer for pregnant women?
Pregnant women?
Yes.
Pregnant women who want to continue with the pregnancy?
Yes.
We don't offer services.
There
Planned
you
Parenthood
go.
does so much other than stuff than the one thing
Oh, Nikki Glazer saying it. Oh my God, it must be important.
you're thinking about right now. I know what you're thinking. They offer prenatal services.
We're not a prenatal care provider. We don't have prenatal services. We don't have services to, for people who want to carry through to delivery. We don't offer prenatal care at Planned Parenthood. We specialize in abortions.
Yeah, so they just want to, that's a railroad. Thank you very much, Cal.
That's a bingo.
That's a bingo. Yeah, they just want to stick a knitting needle in your woman's coochie and right into the brain of your baby. This is a great article here. Let's see if I may have to lose the shades for a moment. Planned Parenthood lied to me when they told me to abort. My daughter mended my broken life. May sound silly. As a young girl, all I ever truly desired was to be a wife and mother. Okay, so she kind of goes through here, growing up in a small town, talking about her early life, where she learned about Planned Parenthood as a place that would sell me cheap birth control to help her skin problems, and at least she'd be covered if she wanted to explore sex. So at the age of 16, she started taking the pill without parental consent. They love not giving parental consent, of course. Took the pill throughout her teens, married a military man, waited 2 years, decided time to have kids, and then unfortunately, the years on her birth control, thanks Planned Parenthood, messed up her natural production of hormones, and she had 4 miscarriages. Oh, lovely. So that led to the dissolving of their marriage. and she was devastated, rightly so. And then what happened is she started to buy into the lie of modern feminism. She started to like, well, maybe having a kid isn't in the cards for me, so I'm going to be a cosmopolitan woman. I'm gonna buy into every lie of feminism. I'm gonna be happy, not having kids. I'm gonna be happy, being a desk jockey. And she was miserable. The unhappier she became, the more she did it. And then she found a man. Now this man wasn't great, and she ended up, I think, divorcing him later. And this guy got her pregnant. He had paid for 2 previous abortions with 2 ex-girlfriends, and he was planning to do the same with her. She visited the Planned Parenthood at age 28. She was well aware that I was without much personal support, desperate to find help. So she went to Planned Parenthood. Hey, those are the people that love women. They're going to support them. She was quickly ushered into a room where a woman without a medical background counseled her to have an abortion. She was just going in there, hey, I'm at a loss. What should I do? They heard me string together 2 barely formed sentences and said that was it, abortion. It would solve all my problems. I was told that because of my relationship status, I'd never have anything but hardships ahead of me. My boyfriend would try to seize custody of this potential child from me. They love doing the scare tactics. Never pay for child support. Never finish school or continue in my career alone. Once I made it very clear that I wanted to keep my baby, suddenly it was, we can't help you. There's your great Planned Parenthood. Asked about ultrasounds, prenatal care, support groups, etc. I was told I would need to find an OBGYN. They didn't even offer to point me in the direction. Basically said, you're not getting an abortion? Get the fuck out of here. Underleaf for $10. Go ahead.
I got something
Drop
for him.
something on his head.
I got something
Drop something on his
I got
head.
something for him.
Mr. Ahmed Fali is here to see Axel Fali. Axel. Ahmed, Achwell.
Careful now. We may be seeing more of those later. Deceiving is an understatement. It should be called unplanned parenthood. I looked for morality, but I ain't found shit. Absolutely underleaf. Amen, brother. Amen indeed. Yep. Hey, what's up, D&D dad and son? Ryan, good to see you, brother. Yeah. So, Double D, why didn't you edit this part out? Planned Parenthood had no advice about her miscarriages, telling her she'd have to locate an OBGYN. She never offered the names of any other clinics for medical facilities. So unless you wanted to pay for an $800 abortion, I'd have to seek out further help elsewhere.
This is so angering. And this is really, really, really angering.
It is. So she went through the 9 months, probably went through hell. She was in an abusive relationship, but she chose life. And you know what? The long and short of it is she found out what Planned Parenthood was all about. And she found out what being a mother is all about. When my daughter was born, she gave me strength. I became a parent to a joyful little girl whose existence, educated, liberated, mended herself. She's obviously on the other side now. She's gotten rid of the lie of Planned Parenthood, all that stuff. And it's like, oddly enough in my life, I've known people who've gone in 2 different directions when faced with this. And I've known people who've taken the path of the Planned Parenthood path, and it's not good for the man. It's not good for the woman. It's life wrecking. It will linger here for the rest of your life. I also know somebody in my personal life who chose the most unselfish thing. And that was to give a child up for adoption, because they weren't in a position to take care of the child. So they saw it through, and now that child has life elsewhere.
Good.
It's the difference between night and day. And it's such a fundamental thing. Like, I can't let somebody do that to a child. That's just so utterly wrong to do. But so many people get deceived by places like Planned Parenthood, and they talk you into it. And I understand not everybody's as strong-willed as maybe we all are here. They're weak. They're weak. They're under a spell. they bought into the lie of modern feminism. So they're like, yeah, what is it? It's just a clump of cells. It's not. So, Planned Parenthood can fuck off. And so can Jonathan Tweet. Get bent, you faggot. Fuck off. I am so done, man. Spit and fire today.
He's got some... Give him the heater, Ricky.
That's right. That is right. Woo!
Well said. Absolutely well said.
Thank you. I mean, but it's like it's not even it's not a hot take. It's the right take.
Right.
And these people will...
The thing that always gets with me about abortion, I'm very anti-abortion, is like my body, my choice. It's not your body. It's like a baby.
Yeah.
You're choosing for the baby.
Yeah. But women have been led to believe they can be so narcissistic nowadays that they just, it is their body. Oh, well, yeah, I own that. I own that. A man faced with the same situation would view it differently, I think. They would be like, well, got to think about someone else here. But just women have just been deceived into this pattern of, nah, it's in my body, so I own it, and I can kill it if I want. And the thing is, they will wreck their lives doing it. And so it's almost just for their own. It's for their own health, but
I mean, I personally know someone as well who chose abortion, and I think that person is severely messed up.
Lost.
I
We're probably talking about someone similar.
When I got out of high school, I worked at a sign shop, did art there. And I worked with this guy. You're younger than me, guys. This guy named Gary, and he was dating this really cute girl, cute as a button, and they were like so massively in love. And he came in one day, elated. He just didn't want to tell him, like, oh, I'm not supposed to tell anybody, but he told a couple people, me and.
Go ahead.
No,
back. I hit the wrong button there for a moment.
But no, he was going to find a real. I remember. I'm looking in my memory right now as if I'm looking at Crazy Mouse and you right now. He was just so excited, and he just had all these hopes and dreams, and he's like he's just babbling on, he wants to marry her, and and she was cute as a button, and he was almost 19, 20, and the time would go by, he wouldn't say anything, come up and talk to me and my buddy Kevin, the art director, and then when I just stopped, then he wasn't in, and this is a true story. I'm not making anything up. And he was gone for about a week, came back all down and stuff like that, and he came up and talked to Kevin and I, and she went out and had an abortion, and he was absolutely devastated.
Huh. So many guys like that.
He was
they don't want him to do it. Now I understand there are plenty of guys who also, like this woman in the article, talk their significant other into having the abortion. But yeah, I mean, guys would just get devastated. They're like, please don't kill my child. And it's like society doesn't care anymore. That's how fucked we are. Yeah. And Chris, I'm sorry. I know there's plenty of people in that position that desperately want to have kids, just desperately. And, for whatever reason, just it's not in the cards, medically. And then you see people, these people that just pump out kid after kid. And they don't care about them, or, these ones that just get abortions. Ugh. Ooh, Hyperborea, Saint Sumerian. Excelente.
That's 5 months.
Yeah, 5 months a member.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, brother. And good luck with the Hyperborea. It's a great game. Jeff Talanian is a fine, fine dude.
Hi. Oh, we got something coming.
Ooh, boy.
There it is.
Badger for 5. I championed the My Body, My Choice cry when the lefter than leftists wanted to mandate vaccines for everyone during COVID. Yeah, pure comedy. Yeah, they sure forgot about that, didn't they? My Body, My Choice. No, then it was like, do as you're told. Haven't forgot about that. Trust me, Mrs. D will tell you whenever we talk about COVID. Oh, you mean so-and-so who, wanted to probably have me fired for not getting the jab? Me and Crazy Mouse. I think me and Crazy Mouse were the only people around here in this group to never get the jab.
I technically, if I've ever had it, I don't know. I've never tested positive for it.
Yeah. You're talking about the actual illness. Yeah.
I see a Rubenesque behind right there.
I know.
Yeah.
So this is someone called Dice Darlings.
Huh?
But let's hit up this one first.
Yeah, absolutely. Osiris, $10.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Me and Double D got that coat.
Hell yeah, still wearing it. Unfortunately, middle of March, and I'm still wearing it. It's like 32 degrees here. My wife's best friend was conceived out of a illegal incident. She's an amazing woman who had 2 kids of her own. Yes, it's like just look, terrible things happen, horrible things happen, but choose life, and generally God's gonna see things through, I think. Thank you, Bloodworth, for being a defender. Good to see you here, my friend. All right, so this is someone. Is that Timu page? Yeah, Patrick.
That's 15 months from Patrick. Thank you very much.
Brother. Right. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's why I put it in the title. He looks like Pedro Pascal's retarded brother, but pretty soon you'll figure out who he talks like. Czar James for 10.
Man.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
That's a good one. I knew a douchebag that talked his girlfriend into getting rid of a fetus, and I immediately started hating him and still do. What kind of man wants to delete his own offspring? Yes. I mean, here's the thing. If you do it, you'll never, even if you don't hate the person, you'll never look at them the same way again.
Agreed.
Right.
That's what I would say. I don't begrudge you for hating someone like that. You know, sometimes you can forgive them and just be like, you know what, they're so lost. What are they doing? But yeah, I understand the hate, James. But what is unmistakable is that you will never look at them the same way. You'll always be thinking like, that's someone who murdered their offspring, as you put it. So just terrible. This guy thinks I'm a transphobe.
That guy?
Me. Me. All right, let's listen. You have to listen closely here. You have to tell me who you...
Can you draw Pedro Pascal from memory? I sure can.
What's this guy's name again?
Dice Darling.
Dice Darling.
Yeah, that's his channel.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
All right, here we go.
Guys, I'm back. I don't know how long it has been, but it feels like years, really. I've been doing a lot of shit, painting minis. I even drafted the first page of my book. I'm really proud of it.
That is not
I
sexy at all.
was planning to start writing it for a long time.
I'm fine. My name is Serge, and how can I help you?
Looks like Pedro talks like Serge.
And now I'm finally doing it, and I'm super excited. But that's a subject for another video, maybe in a year or so. Who knows?
Mr. Ahmed Foley is here to see. Axel Foley. Axel. Achwell.
Anyways, I'm a big fan of diversity in gaming.
He's a big fan of diversity in gaming, so he's
I'm a big fan of diversity in dragons.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a natural fit. He's gonna be a fan of my channel.
And in usual D&D or Pathfinder campaigns, I often get a diverse cast of characters by just picking different races and thinking about some different cultural differences between them, maybe some rituals, traditions, something like that. But recently I've started running a game in Fate core system, and it's set in our modern world. And honestly, as someone...
By the way, a brave choice to film your video, making it look like you're going to be executed in front. I mean, the only thing missing is the brick wall. He's got it at about the right distance.
He's not blinking Morse code.
Yeah. Where's the blindfold and cigarette? Jeez, come on, dude.
Living in not really diverse place, I'm not used to different cultures that much, and I wanted to learn about them. So naturally, I typed Diversity RPGs in YouTube search box and went on an adventure. And
so here's this thing. God, look at that.
It's not sexy.
He was so into diversity, he went on YouTube and had to just type in, who does this? What kind of a person does this? Types in, diversity in gaming. I need to be more diverse. According to everybody I talk to, you're diverse because, you're some fuzzy foreigner of some kind. So are you saying you want your games to be more white? Well, I just might be your man.
One profile caught my attention. It's called Diversity and Dragons, and I thought, cool. Apparently, he's fighting for diversity of thought in the RPG industry.
That's right. Diversity of thought, Timu, Pedro, Pascal.
Okay. But one video took my attention, and I'm going to talk about it today because honestly, it's been getting on my nerves.
It's not sexy at all.
A few months ago, Paizo decided to
look at that handsome man there.
Toss one of their products into a humble bundle. That's a group of products, in this case, tabletop role-playing games that are put together at a highly discounted price to raise money for a certain cause. Was this cause kids with cancer? Abused pets, perhaps? No, it was to help these poor, unfortunate creatures.
Oh, brother.
Poor, unfortunate creatures. Well, D was on fire there. Low-key on fire. James, the MVP so far of the night, $5. My bet is he's a Slovak or a Czech. The Slavs, the rest of us Slavs, dislike the most. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna defer to you on that because if anybody knows Slavs, it's you, James. Ryan, good to see you, brother. Cool. Stand up fucking straight. Yes. Stop slouching.
The one on the far left looks like he would be like a future drummer for a metal band.
Right.
Yeah. If he was
there's
cool
your
enough.
front man right there.
Yeah.
And there's the keyboard player. I don't know. The xylophone.
Yep. The Truny Tunes.
The Truny Tunes.
Knock them out.
Yeah, calling trans people creatures. I was sort of expecting that. Comment.
Sorry. I call balls and strikes here, Dice Darling. They look like creatures to me. Yeah. Badger for 10. I'm sorry, I just can't with this guy. All I can think of is Scott Glenn as Alan Shepard in The Right Stuff doing his "My name is Jose Jimenez" shtick. Boy, that is...
You are my number one guy.
Mm-hmm. That's a deep cut there, Badger. Thank you very much. Deep cut, but oh so appreciated. Just as Patrick Demos 5. Give him
I got something for Patrick.
Patrick
has his own drop.
Now pay close attention, because the information you're about to hear could mean the difference between life and death.
Sounds like he wants another one too, this little rascal.
The most important tool is respect. Ha!
Gay!
He sounds like Jonas Poa from Ghostbusters 2 had a love child with Serge from Beverly Hills Cop. Part incoherent, part gay. Indeed. Thank you, Patrick. Good to see you here, brother. They're all on the far left, Mousy. Oh, yeah. He's talking about the, you pointed out the one on the far left.
Mm-hmm.
They are all on the far left. Those cretins, those Reddit, whatever they are, cretins, yes.
And from a dude with that getup really reminds me of Tim Dillon. But let's see where this shit show goes.
First up in the grotesquerie is Call 'em Out, an alphabet power fantasy of spite instead of survival. Yes, that's its actual title. Apparently in this role-playing game, you're a well-adjusted person heading home for the holidays. Just someone looking to spend some quality time with the family, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts and uncles. Oh, wait, sorry, my bad. You're actually a mentally ill narcissist looking to start trouble with your own family over the Thanksgiving turkey.
It's funny how people who need therapy and who don't get the setting of boundaries and things like that call people who are doing these things.
What is this with your chest open like that? You got to scrub like a dog. It's not sexy.
It's not sexy, it's animal.
No, it's not sexy at all.
Narcissistic. And you can see that this dude never had an opinion that differed from his family and never had to stand in defense of his own values and even of own identity. And
I stand in defense of my own identity every week here. As we get called white devil every week. And more and more of us are getting hurt or killed solely for being white. Yeah. And by the way, no issues with the family. In fact, Mrs. D surprised the hell out of me. She's like, hey, Double D. She's like, we have all these guns. Maybe it's time I take some classes, learn how to use them. I'm like, damn, yeah. You got it, Mrs. D. So Mrs. D is getting more and more red-pilled as we speak. So yeah, we are doing just fine there. Serge, Snake Oil, Sean, 5 memberships.
You have nice manners for a thief and a liar.
And all you guys. Sean, thank you so much, brother. It's
always
much
thank you.
appreciated. Yep, all
Always
you
very
guys,
generous.
James, everybody, Badger, all you guys, super chatting.
What can these people do with their membership, Double D?
Well, you get my eternal thanks. Also get a couple of member-only streams. It's a little bit more personal as people who, have been in them.
Did you do one recently, Double D?
I did one last Friday.
There you go.
Yes, thank you. Way to set it up on the tee there, Crazy Mouse, doing his job. Yeah. So yeah, we'll hang out, do that. Like I said, I'll try to think of other things too, but some of these streams, obviously we can't get quite as personal, but
if Double D does one on a Tuesday, I'll try to talk him into Topless Tuesdays.
I'm really sorry for whoever in his family could be a gay, lesbian, or trans. And I mean, I kind of get...
As I've told you before, I do have a very direct family member who's not a tranny, just normal gay. Trust me, we're cool.
Why
we're more
at
than cool.
his family meeting there isn't that talk? Because there comes a guy like that and spews his nonsense.
So how do you play? Well, just give a dice roll on the author's hit list. I mean, random relatives table.
I thought that was a good touch there.
Then
there you go.
Way to go, Double D.
Create a current thing topic and flip a coin. Yes, I'm serious. If it lands on tails 3 times, you win.
Okay, that's a pretty simple game, but...
Yeah, you can't get much more simple than flipping a coin 3 times, Serge.
I've seen some of that type of gameplay in like one-page RPGs. I'm not really a fan of them, but whatever. I guess if I would...
Shits on his own point. I don't really like these kind of games, but I'm
be
going
bored,
to
I
defend
could
it anyway.
play something like that. It's more like a prompt for your imagination, maybe for making a story. That could be cool.
Your egotistical rage bubbles over. How dare Grandma be frightened of the Buffalo Bill clone she saw menacing her on the sidewalk on the way into her silver sneakers class.
Buffalo Bill clone menacing her at the sidewalk.
All right, it's a bit obtuse, I do get, but come on, you know what I'm talking about. Ultra for 2, English, motherfucker.
Yes.
Speak English.
Yes, I can't understand every third word. I think I understand.
Oh, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess being yourself is menacing for this guy.
You give her the what for she's been asking for.
And we have creepy as fuck AI image. What is going on with Grandma's face and this kid's
That is pretty funny.
mouth?
It's how much I
She
cared.
doesn't have her lower teeth and her hand is fucking...
Back when AI was, boy, this video is probably like maybe 9 months ago. Look at how far AI hands have progressed. That is one nasty looking hand.
It's a club.
It is.
It's the perfect picture for this, though.
It is. Plus, who knows? Maybe Grandma was a thalidomide baby or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
In such a way that everyone applauds your stunning bravery. They all laugh at Grandma, which I guess is supposed to be good.
Yeah, it is supposed to be good. If Grandma has a shitty opinions, she should be laughed at.
So,
well, there you go. Serge wants your grandma laughed at. We will make up for it by laughing at Serge.
That close-up on him made me think that he's wearing a wig. I know I'm wrong.
Oh, really?
Gosh, by golly, that close-up there, I'm like, it zoomed in there, I'm like, fuck, that dude's wearing a wig.
Oh, man.
Like one of those clever glue-on ones.
Run it back.
It's like the dude who got the wig pulled from the clavicular gate. Jeffrem for 10. Oh, my Lord, Jeffrem.
I give you money, you give me ideas.
You never say thank you.
That's what the money is for.
That's what the money's
For. I love the fact I checked his channel and that his video about you is his biggest success. Of course it is. Of course it is. I make a lot of people in that regard. Why do you think a certain bird brain would occasionally like try to take me on? You know, because he knew the videos that
put asses in the seats.
Yeah, I put asses in wrestling terms. You know, I generate money. You know, I can fill a building. I make money.
Confusing for such a short little game. Even Aunt Sharon is stunned into silence when she finally realizes why her detestable daughter won't call her anymore. Poor Aunt Sharon. It looks like you win. Go on and celebrate. Well, you actually just win a bit of self-therapy for 10 minutes. The 10 minutes it takes you to play this game.
Honestly, for such a short game, he has had pretty strong opinions. I would guess someone gets triggered.
They love doing this. I guess someone gets a little triggered. It's content. And guess what? Guess who watched that content?
Sharon!
Sharon!
I have to ask the author how to fill the rest of the 23 hours and 50 minutes of terminal lunacy in your life if you found this game at all understandable or enjoyable. And by the way, yes, this was billed as a legit role-playing game.
Yeah,
Whoa, look at this.
Tabletop RPGs doesn't have to.
No, Spectre 77 5 memberships.
Nice.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
Thank you very much, Noel
Awesome.
Spectre. It's much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated.
Be robust and have 300 pages of rules. You can just look at the one-page RPGs I've mentioned
I
before.
just call the balls and strikes,
But I guess
Serge.
our expert doesn't know about that.
Sorry.
Maybe this one is a little bit more centered, a little bit more sane, a little bit more, oh boy.
Ryan for 5. It's not that he didn't understand the Buffalo Bob joke. It's that it hit too close to home. Yes. Also, he's manipulated himself looking at those butts. Yep. Thank you very much, brother. Did you get my text, Ryan? I texted you. We were me and Mrs. D were in Seatown. I don't know if you got the text or not. Just texted you a picture.
Well, first off, nice font. If you're going to write your manifesto, you could probably only do worse by putting it in Comic Sans.
I thought that was funny. Come on.
I can't read any of that.
I can't. Yeah, this is as I said, this is just somebody's manifesto.
I fully agree on the font. I mean, I kind of get what the author was going on for with this industrial type of font, but it's completely illegible for.
He agrees with me 100%. It's like, I see what he was going for, but it's completely illegible. So he was going for something illegible. Okay. Looks like Double D wins again.
So, well, we can agree with diversity and dragons here. That's the first one.
You start by rolling 2 die 12, and then you consult this table, which looks suspiciously small.
Okay, so the rules are pretty simple here. We just have the setup of the word wants to. Yeah, that was what I was talking about. The font.
I had no idea what he was saying there. Did anybody catch that?
No, I can't understand him. Like, this guy is just,
the world wants to defang you, break your spirit, kill you. Whatever will you do? And then we roll 2d12s, and on 2+ we bite down harder, fight longer, become immortal, love others despite it all, and on 1- we lie down, roll over, die.
Starting to suspect that some of the games in this humble bundle are not really games after all, more like therapy projects. But still remember that the number 2 tabletop game company in the world contributed to this tripe.
Yeah, Paizo contributed to this, and I think I know why this one game is in that Humble Bundle. Okay, first...
because it was made by a troon lunatic. That's why. Don't look any further.
Thought you were trying to lose weight.
Lay off me, I'm starving!
Here's the thing. Like, I think I said this before. I think we were at just about as good as we were ever going to be with trans people about 10, 12 years ago. Everybody was kind of like, all right, there's these people. You even had us convinced, like, maybe they're trapped in, maybe they really are women trapped in a man's body. If you'd have stopped there, you'd have been good, because then we wouldn't have started to uncover the fact that you're really autogynephile perverts who get off sexually by the thought of yourself as a woman. We would have just said, all right, that's fine. Sure, people are always going to look at you because, you know, if you're a male to female trans, you look like a living nightmare. There's like 0.0000001 that, you know, pass the sniff test, so to speak, like a Blair White or something. Other than that, you all look like...
How about that guy that wanted to beat up Ben Shapiro, Joey Turr or whatever?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like...
You're going to leave here in a body bag.
Yeah, you're going to leave here in a body bag, dude. It's like, oh, but very ladylike.
What about, what's the one, Alaska Thunder, whatever?
Oh, yes. Miss Alaska Thunderfuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, if you'd have just quit while you were ahead, people would have been like, all right, you know, whatever, live and let live. Because I think that was pretty much the mood of everybody 10 to 12 years ago. And then you realize you ran out of things to fight about, you know, because, you know, gay marriage is passed. All these things that the left fought for got passed and approved. But then people started to realize, well, now what are we going to do? Now what are we going to do? We got nothing else to do. So now we just got to push harder and harder and harder. And then the pushback came. How you liking the pushback so far? Because we're done. And I'm done with troons. I was one of those people who was like, live and let live, you know, whatever. It's not like I knew trans people. I kind of knew one that I worked with. Not even worked with. They worked at the same place. And then, like, they'd be around town. And I sort of knew them. And I'd always, you know, be friendly. Oh, hey, how you doing? You know. Didn't think anything of it. I think even back then, you know, I called them by their their new name. But, you know, you push people too far, and you shove this stuff down their throat, and they don't like it. And we don't like it anymore.
Like
So-
D. Snyder, we're not going to take it.
Yep.
I would have to say that...
The guy
I'm
from
one
Animal
of
House is in that video.
Niedermeyer.
Yeah.
the people that considers video
He was
game-
Bob Cobb on Seinfeld. He was the maestro.
Yes, he was the maestro. Yeah. Whenever I see that, I always think of those two things.
even tabletop RPG games, I guess, in this example, as a work of art.
Yeah, Joe,
whether
it's
it's
ma'am.
Call of Duty or, I don't know, Xenogears, maybe Chrono Trigger, they are all art.
We need like when you're watching TV and you have the words on it.
Yeah,
what's
the
it called?
closed captioning.
Closed
Yeah,
captioning.
closed captioning, yeah.
Well, anytime I've ever seen a person like this talk like this, he's either wearing a suit, he's a spy, or a banker.
Spy or a banker. Hey, I'll give the banker one. Yeah, he looks.
Do you know who else he looks like to me? In the movie Ferris Bueller, when he goes to that restaurant and he's like, the maitre d' is not going to seat him, but he tells him he's like the sausage king of Chicago.
Yes.
And he has that little mustache.
Yeah. Yep. Another guy. You guys, good pulls all around. Got Scott Glenn references. Ferris Bueller. I don't know what that lav mic is doing. That lav mic must just be for show, because it's not picking up any of his audio. Like the microphone looks like it's at about like camera level back.
Sometimes it's shitty art, sometimes it's just art designed to profit. And if you are interacting with art, you kind of have to treat it as a reader of some sort. You start
Gelatinous, dude. This guy tries to dress as a Playboy with the body of Play-Doh. That's nice. Good to see you, bro. Hope you're getting ready for. You guys are getting ready for CNYCon. There's gonna be a lot of us there this year. Well, not a lot. There'll be enough of us for a whole gaming group. So, we will. All of you guys that are going to CNYCon, hit me up at dashgabbers.com. Not com.
Not
Dash
right
Gabbers at Gmail. What am I thinking?
Not right now.
Not right now. But Dashgabbers at Gmail. Just so I can start to kind of keep a list of like who's coming. And make sure you say, hey, it's so-and-so from the chat. Dashgabbers at Gmail. And I'll start planning something for us.
Start off by experiencing the art. In this case, reading the game. The setup is short and sweet. The word wants to kill you. Then we get to the rules. You roll 2 dice. 2 dice? No, 2 dice. And
having an internal monologue.
Dice, no, the dice. The dice.
Dice
The dice.
no,
Dice.
that's not dice. That's not dice. That's
Whoopsie daisy!
And then we interpret the value of dice and act accordingly. And in this case, you may notice that a setup of
I think he said he meant appropriately.
2d12s grants us minimum of 2. What does it mean? In this case, it means that you will always fight harder, fight longer, become immortal, and love others despite it all. And now there comes a second part of the riddle. What author wanted to express?
Of the riddle? Is that what he said?
I guess.
I want to hear him say lemon twist, lemon twist.
It's a trans visibility humble bundle. We can deduce that it has something to do with that. Considering the context of said artwork being out, I'm not from
Mr.
the USA.
Ahmed Folly is here to see Axel Foley. Well.
But I kind of get the gist of what's happening there, and
digestive happening.
It's horrible for immigrants, for minorities, and that includes trans minorities. And what does it all tell us?
I don't know.
Basically, this game is a manifesto of some sort. So, Diversity and Dragons correctly called it a manifesto, but
so I'm right. He correctly called it a manifesto. Thank you.
Completely missed the point of that.
It's a long way to go to say Double D was right. You could have just saved us the trouble, the translation. Yes, you got it.
This isn't really a game. Bulky. This is a call to action. And maybe not even to action, just art expressing the feelings of the author. Art that is supposed to encourage fellows, trans people and their allies, and give them hope. Hope for a better tomorrow. I mean, fight longer, bite harder, love others despite it all.
Fight
Honestly,
harder, bite harder?
I think so.
I don't even know what to say.
I hugged some African woman named Sala the other day. And I haven't seen her in quite some time. And we saw each other and she ran over and gave me a hug. And when I was hugging her, she said, I tried to pull back because I thought the hug was over. And she said, no. Longer and stronger. Ooh. And I said, whoa, okay. All right. Yeah. So this guy just reminded me of her.
Crazy Mouse is long and strong.
Down
to get the friction.
Longer and stronger.
Nice message. I could get behind that.
Why don't we try this one? It's from someone named Harper J. Hey, that sounds like a friendly name. I'm sure we're going to get a nice, playable game. No unnecessary confrontation.
No unnecessary confrontation or violence. You can... I mean, I've watched literally like 4.5 minutes of this guy. And I
want everyone to write a 1-page essay on what you just think he talked about today. That would actually be comical to read.
Yes.
Yeah. You're only allowed to listen to it once.
With quotes.
Yeah. It's like one of those police witness tests. Like, all right, you're going to witness a simulated crime. Now tell me everything you can about the attacker, the victim.
He sounds like when in The Usual Suspects, when they're doing that police lineup and Benicio del Toro, he knew his character in the script, if you ever hear the backstory about that, he knew his character dies like pretty early, so he wanted to make him memorable. So that's why he came up with that garbled language.
Okay.
That's him.
That's a great movie. Which of course means he's anti-politics that don't agree with him.
So for the love of God.
Hell yeah, punch a fucking Nazi. That's a fire title. Okay, even simple rules. Imagine a fucking Nazi's punchable fucking face, pick a number. If that number exists, you punch fucking connects, repeat. Hell yeah, I could get behind that message. I mean...
Hello, I can't get behind this message. Ryan for 2. Has it only been 4.5 fucking minutes? I believe so, if that. It was a shirt that did the deed, says Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically he agrees with Double D. He can't say so. And can't believe that someone like me would actually speak his mind or tell the truth. Yeah.
I think we need a crowdfund, raise up some money to buy him an iron.
What I love is when people like this think that they're the ones fighting against the authority. It's like, no, you guys are the ones who are driving the bus now. You're driving the bus culturally. So you can't claim anymore like, man, we're sticking it to the man.
What is that? 40 to 400 goblins?
Yeah, hobgoblins, 40 to 400.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what he is. He's part of the 40 to 400.
I agree with that even if I tried, and I hope our friend here doesn't too.
And at just 2 pages, it's a perfect match for their intelligence and maturity. Still, it's going to be a little funny when the players that it's aimed at start reflexively punching themselves. That's before they remember that they've been completely brainwashed.
Oh, the whole Antifa is Nazi now? Okay.
Okay, Antifa's a Nazi now. Okay, it's not sexy.
Well, in the most highly anticipated sequel since Ernest Goes to Africa, Harper
And then
J.
the dragon just yawned.
I'm going to give myself some credit here. I mean, how often can you work in an Ernest Goes to Africa?
You know what?
I did not have that on my bingo.
Not at mine.
So gave us Punch a Fucking Billionaire.
That's also a message I can get behind.
There's also a message I can get behind. Oh.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's fake hair. I'm looking at it. It's fake hair.
That is a rough mustache. Like there's some. I understand the camera can do weird things because occasionally it'll do weird things with mine, but like it looks a little It looks real patchy. Yeah. And like I don't know. This guy's not real put together.
No, it's a wig, baby.
We got a 4-month member.
4 months.
Oh.
Latin Bruno is not making any sense. I concur. It's Pablo Escobar's gay son, I think.
It's a little derivative if you ask me, but you're free to come to your own conclusions. Now, do you think he meant this billionaire? Something tells me he may have meant someone else.
I mean, I can speak for the author, but I mean, most of the leftists would punch both millionaires.
How about reduce, reuse, and revolt? But what is this game actually about? Well, I guess it's the future. There's climate meltdowns, huge population shifts, refugees, and natural disasters. Sensing a pattern here. Well, hey, at least you're not terrorists. Oh, boy. Yeah, if you let the corpos and their cronies label you, you'd call yourself a terrorist. But you're actually just a warrior. After all, you shut down fossil fuel extraction with blockades. You hack the bank accounts of those mean old oil executives and redistribute their wealth.
I mean, I know nobody plays this game, but like... just to even write it like the creator, like, yeah, I'm going to make a game where you stick it to the corpos. Stick it to the man. And what? Like, how do these people get any satisfaction from that?
I skipped one?
Oh, no. Hold on 1 second.
No, we didn't. Oh. We got that one.
Yeah, hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Give me control here for
you
a
got
moment.
it.
Give me control. I might be able to suss this out. We'll get to the bottom of this, Ryan. We'll get to the bottom of it. Yeah. Has it only been 4.5 fucking minutes? Yep.
Was there another one?
I don't know. I'm a going up. Yeah, I think that's all of yours, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan. You've been weighed, you've been measured, and you've been found red. We have read you. But if we miss something that you wanted to say, just say it. Crazy
Maybe he
Mouse will
wants
put
the
it-
$2. Maybe he wants the $2 drop. Let me find it real quick.
$2. Cash.
Ooh, yes. Oh no! Don't stop the stream. Oh no, Ryan!
Oh, no.
We're gonna
No,
That's how
no,
important
no,
you
no,
are.
no, no.
We're gonna stop everything for you.
We're gonna start over.
Yep.
It was important enough for you to say something, so it's important enough for us to stop and find out.
Ryan is blushing in the back of the class. Boy, redistributing the wealth. That's something. That
We need
this
some
guy
Borak
is
drops.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
All right, put it on. I'll get one. Yeah, it's just pointing out old Karl Marx. You know,
Ryan said it was an hour ago.
Back at the hour mark. We'll just write it again. We'll
Yeah,
put
I'll play it.
Whatever you said, he'll put it on. Oops, sorry, I forgot. That was from the Marx is everything that the left accuses everyone else of being.
Daisy.
It's okay though. I'm sure your favorite lefty goons will be treating old Karl just like they do H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, I've never read any Marx. I've read some of the Lovecraft and I didn't like it. But when it comes to things like that, I guess in the 19th century, the geographical placement of those people would play a huge role in their attitude towards things like slavery. And
It was an odd choice not to have audio that could be understood in your YouTube video. Very good.
This person is the most uninspiring human being in all of human being history.
How can you? It's so fucking easy. Just put a fucking microphone in front of your face. You don't have to sit there and act cool. Get a microphone that's going to pick up your words. This is like the one thing that will drive people. They will click on your video, and YouTube shows you every video, like when people click off, and everybody has a massive drop at like the 10-second mark, because that's when people make up their mind, like, just not for me, or this, I'm not vibing this guy. But it's basically how you recover from that ski slope. You know, do you recover here or do you recover down here? He's got to be down at the bottom because it's so unappealing. I mean, I guess the only thing you can say about his videos is, nice ass, I guess, in the background of a very Ruben-esque ass. I guess that was smart, but everything else is so unappealing. It's like you got this otherwise bland wall. You look like a scaboogie who just, got done panhandling on the street. Your mustache is in a sorry state.
Black people.
And you're taking on one of the greatest YouTubers in the last 5 years.
The Count of Monte Fisto.
Yeah, you're the Count of Monte Fisto.
Well, I feel bad if I skip one from Ryan, and I know his drop, so we're going to play it.
Yeah. Ryan, come on.
Bitter dregs.
There we go. Are you satisfied now, Ryan?
Not many people like that in Europe.
My apologies,
during
Ryan.
that time. At least in the East Europe, that is.
So who are the heroes of Reduce, Reuse, and Revolt? Well, I'm glad you asked. How about a middle-aged corporate drone whose neighborhood got tapped to be a water source for an AI farm? Does this really happen? For the love of God.
I mean, I don't know if we have something like corporations tapping water to turn them into AI reserve, but we had a situation with Nestle basically stealing water from a local community, but I guess Diversity and Dragons is a corporate shill after all, and he wouldn't be interested in that. Okay, I think that's all.
We may mercifully be over. Yeah, JP. There's only one cool guy that makes beige okay, and that's Nicholas Lloyd, aka Lindy Beige. I love Lindy Beige. Yep. The pillowcase is brown with grease, says Ransom.
There is a joke there somewhere about guy using AI content during a video about art that he doesn't understand. I'm sure you can find it. You are very smart after all. Honestly, I don't even know what to say about this guy. He's pretty
cool. Crazy Mouse, he said, I don't know what to say about this guy. I think he's pretty smart, pretty cool, pretty sexy.
He's sexy.
Pretty sexy, maybe.
Did he mention Lenny and Squiggy at all? Or did he leave us out of it?
We're out.
Remember when Condor called me and Lenny some cocksuckers?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Cocksuckers.
Cocksuckers.
And he's getting angry about people existing and expressing their feelings through art, which is, I guess, a conservative standpoint. I think a lot of them do that. And
was that candle there the whole time?
I guess so. It's like a tiger candle.
Wait.
It got stripes on it.
Was that table there the whole time?
Yeah. Yeah, he's leaning on it. He keeps changing. I don't know. Thing is, he must edit his videos a little bit. Well, I mean, he has to get my content in there. So he's like zooming in, during editing.
See you, JP.
That he considers TTRPGs as apolitical. I feel like everything is political no matter what is it. I mean, you can't have story without politics.
No.
But it's a really simple.
Hold on a second. The camera angle it's like he's more zoomed out. Because
yeah, this may be the raw video, this zoomed out one, and then when he was editing together the video, he zoomed it in for most of it, and then at the end, he pulled it
I was going
out.
to say, I don't remember that candle at all, and that picture of the Rubenesque girl is different. Yeah,
it's cut off.
All right, I ain't crazy, everybody.
Really. And I mean, if you don't incorporate politics, that is a political stand on its own. So, well, I feel like I will.
Here he is saying the classic, like, if you don't like politics in your game, that's political. Is it? Or do we just know? Bullshit, we're so sick of this.
To diversity and dragons in some other video. It got on my nerves that
poop candle.
Someone took a Humble Bundle like that and took some RPGs from that and just mocked them without even
You dirty rat.
Ryan, for 20 bones. 20 bones. Give him the B-side to that. He deserves the B-side for 20 bone.
He loves in the breathless excitement of night, then leaves with your treasure in cold morning light.
He's talking about your treasure, Christine. I appreciate you guys. Not a huge fan of Slavs, but I did like the dudes I was fighting with. Yep, I know what you're talking about there. None of them were like this guy. I'm sure they would agree that this guy is like drinking a horn of the bitterest dregs. Yes, indeed. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's like it's like got tiger stripes on it, doesn't it, Blue Druid?
It looks like a giraffe.
Yeah, it's like giraffe, tiger stripes, something.
His shirt?
It's matching kind of matching his shirt. Everything, like if you're going to start a YouTube channel, like I haven't learned a ton. I mean, and I've learned a lot. I mean, I'm not an expert, obviously, but like I can just tell you that this is not the way to go about business if you want to have a YouTube channel. Just taking it so unprofessionally. If you're going to do one thing, okay, you can get away with bad video. People understand that. People would even accept, the patchy stash. That's okay. You cannot get by with bad audio. If people can't hear you, like sometimes they'll just throw you on in the background and they're just like listening. They don't need to see you most of the time for a lot of videos. It's just, I'll just listen. If they can't listen to you, they will immediately get out of your video. That's why bad audio will destroy anything. Yeah, which one is Lenny? Death Angels, yeah.
Hey, you guys vote on that one.
All right, enough of this tard. You want to watch some D&D TikTok people?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's see this.
All right.
Is that Seth Green?
He's got a goofy look. Now, these are like D&D channels. Some of them talk about D&D. I thought this guy was a real, Nostradamus, Quasimodo, if you will. Oh, boy. Yeah.
I don't know how many of on here actually follow crypto markets, but all of them crashed today. All
right, so this was in 2022. So, I was just culling from whatever I could find. So he's talking about crypto markets crumbling.
All of them, because it's a giant Ponzi scheme, or as they like to call it, triangle-based business model. Everyone
Is his voice not matching up with his mouth?
Yeah, it might not be. That might be from the raw video, though,
Okay.
from TikTok.
knew it was going to happen, except for like that one ex-coworker you had who was annoying and trying to get you to buy a shit coin, probably a guy from high school. It's important, very important, that a few of us maybe touch base with those guys and get them a new hobby. We need to get their interest into something new right now, because every time people like this lose a lot of money, they start blaming people that don't look like them, and then immediately turn into fascists, because the crypto bro to fascist pipeline is like, yeah, it's like that much. It's like the one rail over. Just hop that rail. So let's try to break it up. Maybe invite him to a Dungeons and Dragons game. Give him a reason to live for the weekend. Something. Come on.
Looks like this guy's talking like he belongs in a real life, dub movie.
That's right. Yeah, something odd going on there. I just did a little research, as I am wont to do, because I actually prepare for, my streams. Bro was throwing out his sympathy for all the crypto bros who were taking it on the chin in 2022. Invite them to your D&D game, or they're going to become evil racists, because, anybody who buys crypto is a racist. So, yeah, it did fall, closing near 22,000. That was in 2022. If you had done the Herculean task of just saying, I'm just going to hold on, as of yesterday, crypto was 74,000. That is, almost 4 times what it was in, 3 or 4 years? Go see if you can get 4 times your money in 4 years. Douchebag who thinks he knows everything. Yeah, so all the crypto bros, they're out celebrating. And you are just broke. Like all you leftist tards are. You're eating ramen noodles. Putting money where my sometimes potty mouth is, says Warhammered for 2. Thank you. Very nicely done, sir. I like it.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Funny.
Was that you?
Yes, that was.
Okay.
Yeah, that was.
My hand's not even on the trigger. Okay.
Yeah, that was just,
Go to the machine.
Bitcoin's still at 75 grand. It's back in here.
Oh no.
They all of my enemies are like this. It's how I know I'm fighting the good fight.
Does this guy have lipstick on?
Yeah. It's fucking Buffalo Bill.
Oh, jeez.
What more do you need to see? It's fucking Buffalo Bill, Rogan.
Gosh.
You want to fight bigots? Maybe you want to.
Pardon my language here, but even the retards are retarded.
Yes. There's a depth even to these people. Like, what is he cutting there? Bribes? Union bisting? He couldn't even spell union busting right. Union bisting. Low wages. So they're so amateurish.
On a keyboard, are you and I next to each other?
They are.
Okay.
They're right next to each other.
Right.
I was trying to think of QWERTY.
You must have sausage fingers then.
Yeah, they are. But to do this little graphic, I would suspect you had to do something to your video, to edit it. Maybe just a little bit of fact checking your own video. Union bisting. Ooh, rise up against fascism. Ooh, boy. Ron DeSantis, a fascist. Wow. Okay, if you say so. I'm Ben, a they, them. Well, wish you were all those words. I've created a world where all is possible. I was thinking of that midget woman from Poltergeist. All is possible.
I'm just picturing Pigface. WNBC.
WNBC. Like gargling with cum. WNBC. Queer minds of fandom.
Herder says Universal Night.
Oof. Do you guys want D&D that's inclusive, queer, and neurodiverse?
Did they spell queer right?
I thought he spelled it differently there.
I mean, it's with a U. I mean, maybe that's how they say it in the hood. I don't know. But
remember on In Living Color when she went on the talk show with a black dude, and she's like, he's doing what's now called chillin'.
That's what the kids are doing.
It was like Alan. It was like Jim Carrey maybe was Alan Thicke.
Alan Thicke, yeah, that would have been timely for then, because he would have been seen as like an unhip.
Oh, what do you have there? This is almost like he's a brother, like a Homo sapien or whatever. He's from what we call the hood. What's he do? And what's he doing now? He's what we're doing it called chillin'.
Drink them in. Queer youth play free. Boy, gay minors play free. I wonder why. Hey guys, can I just get your contact information?
He's a homeboy, Alan.
Again, this is another stellar example of why we need a little bit of bullying back in our lives.
Yeah. And you're right, Universal Night, it's a groomer. Queer youth play free. Hey guys, just sign up for my game. Give me all your contact info. Give me your deets. Give me your deets.
What kind of candy you like? I always have it.
What kind of? I'll have Skittles on the table. Let's meet up. What do you say? Just don't tell your parents. No. They wouldn't understand.
They don't understand you right now. I understand you.
Yeah, I understand you completely. We'll have a real good game, and then we'll hang out after. God, what a fucking creep. Ugh.
Do you have religious trauma and enjoy Dungeons and Dragons?
Do you guys have religious trauma and enjoy Dungeons and Dragons?
I think I have religious trauma now. I didn't, but now I do.
He's giving it to you.
And you'll probably enjoy Foes and Fables, the chapter of Iris.
These guys are selling their garbage products. Ugh. Craig, you missed a banger so far. Sorry I'm late. Bible study. Can you start over?
2 snaps, a twist, and a kiss.
You will enjoy the replay, but stay with us, brother. Stay with us. You can always go back and watch Tabletop Epics for almost 2. Bring back Queerdo bashing. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't. It's just the people who want to harm kids that I really dislike in that way. Let's say, you don't have to, expand the scope. Just the problem is a lot of these guys, a lot of them want to harm kids. So I see where you're coming from. Hey, Dog Brothers, Sword Sisters. I was wondering now the party can officially start. Craig's here, DB's here. Apparently, I came in at the wrong moment. I feel like we're about to get bad touch. Yes, indeed. You saw it for yourself. Ryan, just get up at 9 a.m. and go to church, pal. Yep.
Set in present-day America, it follows 4 young adults navigating a secret magic society's political landscape as the Christian church digs its claws deeper and deeper.
The Christian religion. hands down the most tolerant in the world of actual religions.
What's up with the collar on his shirt? It looks like a toilet seat cover.
That is the I believe they call that a bacon collar, don't they? It's like wrinkled like a piece of bacon.
I mean, like it.
It's been, these people on YouTube are bad enough, like Timu Pedro, but like these YouTube people, as we've seen, they don't care. They'll film themselves like with shirtless, laying down, like, okay, let me tell you what's on my mind. Yeah, nice shirt, pal.
They call it quitter collar in the Marine Corps, says Ryan.
Oh, really? Ooh,
Magical American
I gotta
society.
remember that.
They have to learn who they are and what they stand for, all while protecting their friends against impossibly powerful political forces. You can find it anywhere that you get. TikTok doesn't like it when I say that word for some reason.
What word? What did he try to say?
Bacon?
Yeah, I didn't see. Not sure if it's worth going back for.
It's not.
Guy's just shilling his own book. Bad.
I was asked to post more D&D content and not political content.
Were you? I checked this guy's channel. Like nobody watches this guy's TikTok channel.
He doesn't even want to be there.
Yeah. It's like the guy. Yeah, everybody calls me Gator. Nobody calls you Gator. You call yourself Gator. Okay. Your name is Steve. Yeah, people were asking me to post more games.
So as not to break people's necks, I'm gonna do a little bit of both.
Oh, he's gonna
Rated X and Born to
Rated
Snap
X,
X.
Born to Snap X.
This is the edition I started playing D&D with, which was 2nd edition. If you look through the art of anybody who's represented as a player character, you can clearly see they're always raced as white.
Oh, no. A medieval fantasy game where the people are white? Get out of here.
Always white folk. I'll choose the fighter class to really bring this to home. And then the 3rd edition, the main edition I played when I was young, a dwarf now, but still a white guy.
Oh, no.
And no real minority representation. And then we come to 5th edition.
You get this clown. Nice weave.
Or as some beard gators like to call it, woke edition. You clearly see a non-white player character here as a fighter. So, why did I post this? I posted to show that the game has progressed and people's attitudes should progress. And I have grown with the game and as a person. So my political thoughts are going to be included with D&D.
Okay, and your point?
That's what he was thinking in his mind when
Yes.
he did that. Like, people are just like going to be so stunned. Like, no, oh my God, no. He's going to put them together. He literally can't separate it because it's so important to him.
He had an epiphany.
Yeah, because it's based on white culture and white history that was invented by white guys. Because we do everything better. We make everything better. White people are the best thing that ever happened to this planet. And we are only like, what, 12% of the global population? We do everything worthwhile. We've done everything worthwhile. Every major thought about the universe or industry, economics, it's a white guy. Deal with it. We're just better.
I haven't, but this gave me a hilarious idea.
Well, there we go. There's our there. Right after I get done saying white people are just better, and then you get this guy. I mean, what is this thing?
I know where I can scrub my pots and pans.
I feel like I'm that Imperial officer when he encountered Chewbacca on the Death Star. Where are you taking this thing? This creature.
Problem with your droid?
I mean, somehow he's black, yet he's whiter than me. How does that happen?
Let's build a
Light
Warforged
socket,
artificer
says
called
Mac.
Mop. Main stats are wisdom and intelligence. Mop's prime goal is to make life better for everyone they come into contact with and to build communities. They start out an artificer and pick Alchemist is their subclass for about 9 levels. They eventually multi-class into Cleric and pick Unity Domain for a further 6. This gives them access to the following spells from Artificer. All the healing spells they could...
Way to put up red lettering on a red background. Oh man, you guys are so good on TikTok. Woo!
Need from Cleric. From the Unity Domain, the ability to divide incoming damage between creatures like you're splitting the bill at a restaurant.
How do you even read that? How do you even think people are going to read these people are so narcissistic. They don't put... They fundamentally cannot put themselves in other people's shoes. Like, if I was another person, could I read this? Just let me take a step back. Could I read that? Oh, I got to change that. That's bad. That's not going to work. James for 5. Isn't that fighter culturally appropriating white culture with literally every piece of gear he's wearing? Yeah, you're talking about the brother with the dreads in 5th edition.
I think he's onto something.
I mean... James, I'm up to here.
Mop spends all their downtime providing menial labour to local peasants and providing potions to whoever needs them. Any disposal...
It's got like a Scottish... He's black but white, like Scottish...
income they have is invested...
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that?
...communities they come across. Their magics are used to heal the sick, feed the hungry, and repair vital infrastructure. And when asked about why they do this, Mop simply responds that it is their ingrained belief that they belong in some capacity to everyone.
Mop, he's saying mop and using like they're an entity, and I'm like, well, mop, sometimes that stands for members of the public, the common folk. We got an M. Night Shyamalan twist coming here, though.
If you haven't gotten the joke yet, MOP is an acronym for means of production.
Doesn't make any fucking sense. You got music blaring underneath you, this bed of music that, again, you have no microphone. But you choose to put a bed of music that's so loud, we can't hear you. Your audio's tinny. Your visuals, nobody can see what you're putting up there. And then you put the lamest gotcha at the end. Okay, everything I said that didn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. DeAndre the Giant.
Oh, this guy.
Great.
Man.
It's that guy.
He's back.
He's constipated.
Yeah.
He's got to go poopy.
I instinctively know that I don't like. I think I saw on his thing, like, I'm a leftist vet. Like he's a veteran. Not a veterinarian, like a vet. Like, notice these guys. They're so out and proud. These people. They probably serve like one tour, 2 years or whatever.
He's got a booger.
Yeah. No, I can't unsee that. They're like these. It's like this whole like. Bet you didn't expect that. I'm a veteran, but I'm a leftist. No, we know you guys infiltrate the military too, you fag. It's like all these like hick libs, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna grow a lot of facial hair. I'm gonna grow a big mustache, like that Scotty Too Hottie or whatever, that fitness fruit, who everybody said he looked like the gay guy from the Ozark, the gay uncle from Ozark, and he just flipped out. These hick lib fags, these vet fags. We're on to you. We know. We just don't care.
So last TikTok before I eat dinner, get ready for work, go punch in for the night. So I'm gonna make this
riveting
one about some comments I've been getting, because I'm very active politically and very active in the D&D space. So
it's like not the anti-Garibay. He's like it's like a side Garibay.
Let's talk about blending those two together. This all goes back to knowing your players and realizing that you have a diverse community of people at your table most times. A lot of times there are friends, and friends tend to align politically most of the time. But if you're going to include political elements in your game, make sure to cover that with the players. Such as in my Eberron game I run every other Wednesday, I'm leaning in on the socialist revolt during the earlier Industrial Revolution, specifically post-World War I. I've researched that era in our history very thoroughly. I've contacted the players and let them know, hey, this is something I want to do. And they all agreed to it. Check with your players.
See you, Chris, for one. And two, like, yeah, I'm a crazy leftist lunatic, so I'm basically just going to shoehorn this this union communist revolt into our game. You guys cool with that? What do you think your players are going to say? I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be like, yeah, I mean, you're the DM, you know, whatever, that's fine, you know. I mean, halfway through, they're going to want to neck themselves, but I hate sanctimonious assholes like this. He's got that, like...
He gets together with his friends to play his game on Saturday night, and they're all like, dude, like, we just want to play cards. We told you last week.
Yeah.
Dude, we just want to play cards.
Please, stop. Stop.
We're only here because your wife's hot.
Yeah, he looks like the kind of guy that would trap like a woman who's good looking, but man, for some reason this guy got under my skin. See a blue druid?
It was a good time because recently, as in today,
even if people don't want to admit it, D&D, not just D&D, but we're talking about D&D, historically and ongoing, has been a space in which bigotry of all kinds, racism, sexism, ableism, queerphobia, etc., has existed in and been allowed to flourish.
Just patently false.
It's amazing how many people jump on this train, but the train doesn't exist.
It's such a rewriting of history.
It is.
Like D&D was one of the places those people, quite frankly, felt safe going into.
That was quite a jump cut, Ryan. You know, I feel like we just got rickrolled.
Yeah, they do these things.
Remember that Rick Astley? Like,
yeah, yeah.
Never gonna give you up.
Yeah, we definitely did. But it's called like they stitch it. I don't know what context that added though. Like I can't remember what the person even said. And obviously, this person just wanted to start to shoehorn all these lies in. So just do it. Which is the absolute rewriting of history, the false narrative that like there were, like it's Charlottesville. And like, if you tried to join like your local D&D game as like a queer person or a black person, like we just emerged from the shadows, like with tiki torches and, swastika armbands and said, no. Turn right around, boy. Get out of here. Get. It's like you could not get further from the fucking truth. Everybody was trying to hide what they were doing back then. So if you found somebody who wanted to play, that was like reason enough. Like, did you hear? So-and-so actually plays. The most you would have said would have been like, yeah, do you think they're a little weird, a little fruity or whatever? Yeah, but who cares? I mean, if they're willing to play. That would have been the conversation. And if they're black, there wouldn't have been a conversation.
No.
Other than, man, a brother playing D&D? That's really cool. All right. We're talking like the 1980s here. That would have been the conversation because black people do not play D&D, period. I mean, you know what I mean. Like, as a whole, people have gone over that many, many times. It's just culturally not something they ever did or do, even to this day. But we would have been like, yeah, let's play. Fuck, this should be interesting. Those would have been your conversations. This fantasy they have that we had like we were ready to jump like anybody who joined. Like, yeah, let's invite them over. We'll jump them. Just beat the tar out of them, then kick them out and say, don't you ever come back. This is our D&D game. Don't invade our space. Now that you're trying to pollute it, poison it with all this bullshit, now we are saying fuck you, and we are gatekeeping it. We are emerging with the tiki torches.
And it's one of the reasons why previously the hobby was so predominantly like white, cis.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly why. Couldn't have had anything to do with education, culture, society back then, things people are interested in. As I said, black people not generally being interested in these types of things, but white people generally being interested in history, gaming. Like I said, it's not to say there weren't other people, who did. I understand there are exceptions, but by and large, it's a white thing. Like talking in a movie theater is a black thing. Short tipping is a black thing. Pulling tips back is a lock thing for all you dashers out there. Where's his ears? Yeah. Boy, it's like a. Is it a he? They. Okay, they, he. I was wondering.
Straight men. I'm not saying that
He
people.
turns his head a
not
bit.
saying that marginalized
You can't
people
see his ears.
Maybe they're just like ear holes. You know,
he's
Maybe
a
just-
fish man.
Yeah, exactly. Yikes! Oh. Throw him a tuna. Tabletop epics for almost 10. Close enough, Crazy Mouse. Close enough. Let's give him one.
Now off to your next event you go, and may the days of Laurelin be long, but the nights of Shadowmoor be longer.
Yikes.
Oh, God.
That one doesn't get nearly enough play. It's a little crazy. See, one is only a good person when they mindlessly practice the idolatry of culturally and intellectually deficient people. Lower yourselves to be virtuous. Worship criminals. Be happy to be replaced. Yes. And you would be surprised how many white people go, yeah, we got to do that, man. It's our sins. We owe it to them for slavery. Yeah, something that happened 150 fucking years ago, your kids have to pay for. I will gladly watch my kids live in complete misery so Tyrone can gorge himself on Kit Kats and Coca-Cola.
haven't always existed. We have in this space, but that doesn't change the dominance of, that group outside of their population, right?
Yeah.
And so you just want it to be a page for D&D TikToks and funny things and maybe talking about your books and stuff. But for people with marginalized identities, because we're constantly having to navigate bigotry in life in general, but definitely
Bullshit, you are. Bullshit. You go looking for it on X or Facebook, and then you find one post. See, there's a bigot out there. In your real life, everybody is probably nice to you. Because white people are nice. Even the ones that aren't buying the act. We will be polite because we understand that having a polite society is necessary for us all to get along. So when we pass you, we will smile and, hi, how you doing? You will probably stick a gun in our ribs and rob us. Left for vultures, $20, these guys.
Where's all the money?
That's as good as money, sir. Those are IOUs.
Good pull. Blows my mind, says Left for Vultures. D&D players back in the day were outcasts. Everyone bullied them. Absolutely. Now history is rewritten. D&D players are alpha male stockbrokers and football players who get all the chicks and keep everyone else out. Yes, it's crazy. Now, look, I will say this. There were definitely outcasts, obviously. And then there were just kind of normies who played on the down low. And that was they had the most to... They had the most to lose by having them be outed, but they also had the most to gain by having other kind of normal people playing too. If let's say you had some brother who was pretty normal, but you found out this brother plays D&D. As a normie, kind of like how I was, I'd have been like, fuck yeah, another normie, cool. It's like I said, I got along fine with all the dweebs and nerds and all that. I understood the way things were. But if you had a chance to have a relatively normal person play, no matter their color, fuck. See you, tabletop.
Good night.
Good night. Amino Jacko. Good night, sir. Thank you very much. You guys are on fire tonight.
this space. Explicitly knowing where you stand on a variety of things allows us to continue to enjoy that and not be potentially blindsided by whatever beliefs you have.
You're blindsided by my beliefs now. Would I be blindsided by your utter hatred of white people, which you obviously have? You detest white people. You would hate me. You'd hate my wife. You'd hate my kids. You'd hate my granddaughter. I'm just not supposed to be blindsided by that, huh? Mr. They, them. Long shot. Good night. Have a good one. The lack of ears is really getting to me. Once it was pointed out, I can't not see it now.
Yeah.
This is weird. Now I am just thinking it's like one of those like little ear hole things, like you said. Like
he turns his head a little bit, and you should get a lobe in there a little bit, but no, I mean,
there's nothing.
And mind you, I'm not.
I bet you if he turned his head, there'd be gears and a speaker there, you know?
Yeah. Well, wide awake in America for 2. What a word salad he was spewing. Woke cult. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. And Sandy Peterson, the great creator of Call of Cthulhu, he was just kind of bemusedly noting, he's like, it's kind of funny now arguing with younger people about something that happened that they say did not happen. It's like, and they're so sure of themselves, like, oh, this either it happened this way or it didn't happen. And Sandy's just saying, like, I was alive back then. Like, yes, you can take it to the bank. This particular thing happened.
Overkill's likening him to a slee stack.
Ooh,
I can see that.
Not bad. That's a good one.
Yep. Bill Lambier.
Saying that you have to talk about this stuff 24/7 or anything like that. Even if you just make a pin post where it's like, hey, these are my beliefs, these are my values, these are the people I welcome in my community, etc., etc.
All right, here's my beliefs. White people are so cool. I love white people. What's that gonna do for you? Am I supposed to be ashamed of that nowadays? Oh my God, you can't say you're proud to be white. Oh my God.
That could be the end of it.
But like that, if he wants people to tell him, where they're coming from, and we have to know exactly where he's coming from at that point right there. There's no discoverability. Mm-hmm. That's the end of society.
Yep.
He saves a lot of money on Q-tips, I bet.
He probably uses one of those pot thingies, that you do your noses in, right?
The neti pot.
Yes.
Neti pot.
He has gills.
But like I said, you got to keep in mind, like this person hates your guts and wants to see you gone. Like we're literally in a war, and people are just like, it's all right, whatever. Just ignore them. Ignore them until when? Do they start knocking on your door?
That should be the bare minimum, not just for you, but for other
you freak.
For other creators as well.
God,
and
what a freak.
And another good thing about doing that is it lets actual bigots know that they're not welcomed in your community. This kind of like,
the way you're bigoted against white people.
Yeah. So there's no tolerance whatsoever, no diversity at all.
No diversity whatsoever. I will gatekeep you out, bigot, because you hate white people.
Yeah. Off to the island.
Yep. See you later, bigot.
Off.
You can infer, you should be able to tell kind of thing allows for bigots to just kind of ignore that and exist within the community you're building, which then goes on to harm people of color, other marginalized folks.
Oh yeah, we can't have them harmed by beliefs. Oh my God. By the way, harming their beliefs is just telling the truth.
And also, the things that you're saying, well, you should be able to tell how I lean, et cetera, et cetera. Let's say that I can definitely tell that you're not homophobic. Like, there are non-homophobic people who are racist, who are ableist. Like, being explicit about your beliefs, even once, in a way that people can definitely see that.
This is what happens. I hate to say it with men, and I know that this is going to rub some of you the wrong way, but some of you just need to learn shorthand, like sports ball, as you would call it. Because guys can get together sometimes and just be like, you don't have anything to talk about. And then you're like, see the game last night? Oh, yeah. And then it's like a common language amongst men. And it leads to not devolving into this weird path that we're going down, where instead of just kind of having small talk about what was on TV last night, be it the game or, back in older times, what was on did you watch Melrose Place last night or Seinfeld or, that? Instead, we talk about this, relatively heavy stuff, your personal religious beliefs. Are you a bigot? It's like, motherfucker, Who cares? When you're together with someone, there would have been a time where I wouldn't have even cared that you hated white people, because you'd have just been like, you'd have been polite enough to just kind of talk about other things. Now people have become so uninteresting. They literally cannot talk about anything but like politics and, racism, all that stuff. Yep, Mac. I would encourage you guys who hate sports ball. Just I don't know. Just there's some sports that are just fine. I think you'll find one, but because I mean, like I said, every fucking thing just being political or cultural. Sometimes it's good just to talk about none of that stuff. But these people will never do that. None of them.
They go and check out your videos is important. And and listen, I'm not going to assume your identity, but if you are someone who is not marginalized, it is doubly important for you to speak up on this.
Nope. Not going to say a word. Tyrone.
So I play mostly leftist spaces, and most people I know do.
What'd you say? I play mostly what?
I think social, it's a commie, whatever it is.
Right.
See ya, Death Angels.
See ya.
Good night.
Ah, nice. Prepare for the Babylon 5. Make sure you guys watch that. Tennessee Tabletop Tavern.
And I know most of the campaigns that I really enjoy, such as Dimension 20, often center leftist idealisms. Like, they take very real-world issues and kind of make them easier to swallow and easier to comprehend, and then...
Oh, there you go. From your role-playing games you watch, you can get leftism.
What is that called?
Drip dropped into your mouth. Is that propaganda, maybe?
Indoctrination?
Indoctrination?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
Is it brainwashing?
Could be.
Is it cultural brainwashing?
They make a story out of it. It's a lot of fun. It's very interesting. But I was talking to my brother the other day, and he brought up that his campaign is set in a false utopia. And then I realized, or I thought about, do conservatives make communism the bad guy?
Yes, we do.
Oh, I think she's onto something.
Yeah. This is where these dummies, like you'd look at this baby-brained idiot in the face and go, do you know how many people died under Mao during the Cultural Revolution, the Great Leap Forward? Like literally, like what was it, like 80 million Chinamen just starved to death? How many millions under Stalin? Cambodia, the killing fields. You could literally list, outside of, don't even think about World War II or anything related to that, like 100 million people, no sweat, died because of communists.
And what are the looking back at that kind of history, what are the first kind of people that they get rid of right away, other than the people that oppose them? They get rid of the educated.
Get rid of the educated.
Get rid of the teachers.
Get rid of the revolutionaries.
Yes.
Get rid of the educated. As I've said before, the people that take over after a communist takeover, they are the business people that you rail against, like in capitalism. They are the corpos, and they're the ones that take over and go and do this. All right, what do we got to do now? Except they don't have the limiter switch that people in capitalism have. Hey, we got a problem here. All these people, they're just going to start causing trouble when we have to normalize things. Yeah, let's just kill them. Yeah, but that's going to be like 10 million people. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we'll just kill them. But these dummies will just buy it hook, line, and sinker. They'll buy it right up until they're in front of the firing squad. It won't hit them until they pull the trigger from some nameless, faceless commie soldier, who's putting them to death for being a communist, essentially. And that's what they want.
In their D&D campaigns? Like, are they just running around being like, "Ooh, your basic needs are met. Don't you want to fight people over that?" You want for nothing and everybody has basic health care. It's the worst.
I hate our education system for poisoning a person's brain.
Hey. I would like to say that my leave of new content is something related to mental health, but it's not. I've just been working a shit ton. But I've also...
Nobody was asking, but go on.
Come to notice The people that say that they're at the top of community, the self-righteous, pretentious people, specifically to D&D TikTok. We have that with Warhammer and painting and all that other stuff too, but specifically D&D TikTok. You know the ones I'm talking about, the ones that like to say things and call it a hot take, but then don't like to be pressed back on, but then look down on the entire community, no matter what your opinion is, because they think that they're better than you. But then magically,
you're better than me? What, you think you're better
they're
than me?
somehow cleansed of this pretentiousness by claiming leftist politics. I guess what I'm trying to say is the leftist ideology does not allow you to just look down on other people.
Huh? Huh?
Au contraire, mon frère. I must disagree. I must dissent. Doesn't look down on people.
The first thing if you want to join our gang over here on the left, you need to donate half your brain, and at first one of your eyes, and then half your heart.
Then the rest of your brain.
Yes.
Don't look down on people. Can I show up with a certain red hat on? You gonna look down on me then? You hick lib faggot.
But isn't red the color of communism?
I know.
It's supposed to be, right?
Yeah. I know. Cheeky. Very cheeky.
Mind you, there are the things like the paradox of tolerance that have to be involved, but apparently leftist ideology across D&D TikTok.
You shouldn't say that. That's off-putting.
Means that if I don't agree with what you say, it's automatically followed into that paradox of tolerance. So a simple disagreement is no longer a disagreement. It's a I hate you type thing. So how do we fix this? Stop looking up to people that look down on others.
I'm running the first session of...
Wait, what?
of my Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign next week. And I thought it would be fun for you, the TikTok audience, to meet some of the NPCs that populate the village where my characters live and work and grew up.
We just got rickrolled again.
Yeah. So, here goes. Just introduce yourselves one at a time, okay? I'm Ada Oland. I'm the senior member of this fucking council.
Oh, it's impressionists. This is like Glam Ham or whatever her name is.
Lisa the Glam Ham, yeah. Yeah, out the window, Rogan. Out the window. It's the low effort. I'm gonna introduce like not even a scenery change. Of course, not a costume change. You know, nothing different. Like literally, let's hear from him.
He's got nothing. He's got nothing on Bistro Huddy. That's for sure.
No.
Well, yes, lovely that you're here, Galen Primewater, member of the city council and successful man about town. It's fantastic to see you all. Welcome.
I'm afraid.
Look at the dimple on that chin.
And the Solmo, I'm the youngest member of the city council here in Saltmarsh. I got the post after my mother passed. May she rest in peace.
Is he doing like a brother there?
I don't know.
It's kind of sounded a little kind of like a hood.
I like to surf. What else? Chowder? I like chowder. Oh, hey, I'm Aleander Firebore, and I came down here from the north to be the captain of the guard here in town. And I tell you, I'm delighted to be here. Me and my daughter, Carmela, we're just so excited to be in town and be part of the people here in Saltmarsh. And I'm on the council ex officio, you know, that's what they say. So I'm really glad to be here, all for sure.
It was like it's just like a normal accent, and then at the end, oh, for sure. Put a little Swedish chef on the end.
Holy cow.
Whoa, that is
I think Ryan said this earlier, jump scare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a
yes, Ryan.
Fortuitous freeze frame there. Clip that, folks. Woo.
I'm Anastrad Corpulux. I'm a small businesswoman. Hey, no dwarf jokes. I'm here running the mine here. I got a permit from the king, and I'm on the city council because I run the mine.
I can't believe you're making me do this. This is utterly ridiculous.
Now we know what his real voice is. That's the real voice.
Look, I know, but we're just trying to be friends here.
I am Kaladak. I am the town's sorcerer. Some call me Kaladak the Unspoken. You may not call me that.
I'm Camilla Fireborn. My dad brought me down here. It's fine, I guess.
Going insane.
I started dating Anders. He's really nice. And he's got some money, which is cool. So, I like that. But I work
I like money.
as Gellen's accountant. And he's got a lot of money too, so it's kind of nice that way. Okay, bye. The name's Larkus. I run the Wicker Goat, which is the best, oldest.
I like his range is like 3 people, and then they just kind of start to overlap and kind of meld into each other.
And most gracious tavern here in Saltmarsh. And I run it because I got potatoes, and I got sausage, and I got all the other great northern delicacies that Kalish inns deserve. So come in and get a good pint of ale here at the Wicker Goat. I'm Henry, and I run the snapping line here in Saltmarsh. My family's been here for 13 generations, and I'm gonna make it 14 one of these days, but I haven't settled down yet. And what, do you want something for me? I've got all the...
Yes, TM. Sybil. Pat says Badger for 2. There's a good callback, yep.
Lobster delicacies that you need. And yes, the inn does smell a bit like fish, but you'll get over it.
I'm Krebshanker. I run the Empty Net. Your coin's good here, but don't ask any questions.
Tom Statley, I'm one of the Marines.
What are the chances this person has no game? Like, he's just...
Oh my gosh.
Is he in Saltmarsh? Fighting the pirates, keeping you all safe.
Yeah, that's right.
It's my husband, Will. He's a good man, but quiet.
Yeah. I'm quiet.
And that's just a sampling of some of the lovely people in Saltmarsh. There's probably more to come, but
that's okay. I think
it's fun to
we got
do
a good taste of
voices.
that.
Thank you.
Sybil.
Bye. I will not dream about this.
No.
I will not dream about this. I will not dream about this.
All right, give me a moment. I'm going to take a quick little break. Then we'll do the lunacy and finish up.
Oi.
You guys talk. Nothing off-putting when you...
You're off-putting.
You're off-putting. Ryan says, no questions. I have so many questions for $2.
Ask him, Brian.
Oh,
Ask
my
him.
gosh.
That hurt.
Yeah, this lunacy's coming up.
Yeah.
That's just TikTok stuff.
Holy moly.
I know that that was not the lunacy montage.
So which one of us is Lenny or which one is Squiggy?
Yeah. Chat.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. Like Double D said, all those characters, it just seemed like there was 2.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
They're all just variations.
They are.
Yeah, they all just are.
And you're right, Nixon. You're right.
And they're all just variations of like... I think like 3, but I mean, it kind of... Mouse is squiggy. Ultra TT RPG here. I'll be sending you my therapy bill, doubly. Glad I could help. All right, let's finish up strong with lunacy. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, glare.
It's just bothering me. Tiny bit of OCD there.
Yeah, that was off-putting.
Left the light on in the bathroom right over here. All right. Let's go. Everything okay?
Yeah. There's like a AI alert, or what do they call those like things when
Oh,
there's
the Amber
missing
Alert.
kids? Yeah,
Amber Alert, yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Okay. So here we go. 42 years ago, not all heroes wear capes. Gary Plache. Everybody who grew up in the 70s and 80s remembers this guy. The best father
Yes.
ever. Ever. There we go. Boom! Shakalaka. I love the fact that he took the time to hang up the phone after he shot the guy who kidnapped and molested his little boy.
I remember
shoots him in the head and then hangs up the fake phone call that he was on.
Or maybe his wife was on the other end and wanted to hear the whole thing happen.
Yeah. The lady's like, please. I love this guy. And they say happy endings don't happen. They rarely do these days, but back then, they did happen. Did not serve a day in jail for this. He got community service, and a lot of people would argue he just did the community service, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And what I love, too, is his son, the one who was tragically molested, was pretty active, at least up until recently. I haven't checked lately. Just sending so much love to his father on X. He was on Twitter or X, just saying how great his dad was and how proud he was of him. Not one of these new age kids who were like, even though this guy, sexually, molested me, he didn't deserve. No, he was like, my dad is a fucking hero.
You're right.
Gary Plache, 42 years, long gone now, but you, sir, are the fucking man.
I remember seeing that, remembering how right that is, and then becoming a parent. Like, dude, I'll wear sell his sneakers. I'll buy them on eBay.
Yeah.
I'll wear his shoes any day.
Just the whole get up too, just on the phone, just turning around. It was so good. It's one of the best pieces of film ever. Of course, I had to blur out, the best parts.
Ryan said that's the reason why they don't move prisoners like that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Some people said he got tipped off either by. Didn't sound like the police. The police sounded like pissed because I think one of them called him a bitch or something. I think like a reporter maybe gave him the heads up that he was being taken in the airport. So
good.
Back when reporters, you could trust them.
Hello, America. I am a Jeffrey Epstein victim and a Donald Trump victim.
Oh, man. This is serious. Listen up.
I was abused by Donald Trump between the ages of 8 months and 16 months.
Huh?
The last...
What? No. I gotta hear this.
Donald Trump was your babysitter. Okay.
Last time Donald Trump abused me, he tried to sexually mutilate me.
So we've gone beyond the abuse. Now we're into full mutilation.
Putin has the pictures.
This guy has to be a joke.
The Russian president has the pictures.
Congress has the pictures.
So does Congress.
I am that baby, the $1 billion baby.
She's the $1 billion baby. I hope hoping she ends up like the $1 million baby, if you know what I mean.
Holy cow.
And I'm ready to talk.
No one wants to hear it.
Yeah, you just did.
Yeah,
and we're chuckling. Light bill due. Hey, look a mess. Brother needs $25. Bank account $4. $4.25. But we can still pig out at Longhorn and post it on the internet. God,
Why does she chew so weird?
I know, chewing so weird. Ugh. Like if I was in the booth next, I'd be like, mouth agape.
I'm going to tell you about a bit
Aaron says Dine and Dash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She
Looks like Jerry O'Connell.
It is.
Oh, okay.
So he's on Club Random. That's Bill Maher's his kind of podcast where he kind of gets high and gets people to, talk a little bit. So he's going to talk about election night 2024. Remember, he is married to Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah.
They have two kids together. I feel sorry for this guy now. It's kind of funny because everybody's like, oh man, Jerry O'Connell, good looking dude. He's got it all, man. He's got it all. Listen to this story and tell me by the end of it if you think he's got it all.
I say this, will I stay married? Blow it over here. My,
Sounds like you're going to blow it over here.
the night of the election, this third one.
Yeah.
Third election. Everyone knows what I'm talking about here. I was watching late at night the returns, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't think Trump was going to win. I live in California. I didn't think he was going to win. From what I was hearing.
I didn't either.
I think he was going to win. This is where I...
Sounds like he's admitting I was in a bubble. Fair enough. Seems like a reasonable guy. I don't hate him, just, different opinions. Okay.
Live,
Yeah.
I said something along the lines of like, there was no planning. This is what they get. There should have been a primary.
Our nominee was retarded.
I said something along those lines, like I was just spitballing ideas as to, it was a shock, My wife and daughters.
All right, we're going to find out what the wife and daughters did after James's. Watching that woman eat gave all of us type 2 diabetes.
Diabetes.
Thank you, James. So what did his wife and daughters do when he said this? Men kind of process things different. He thought Trump was going to lose. He probably didn't want him to win legitimately. And then, Trump won. And he's like, oh, man. He immediately starts thinking like, well, the Democrats blew it. They did.
Yeah.
So he's correct. You didn't have a primary. You anointed almost a literal retarded woman, a cackling retard in Kamala Harris. And he says all this out loud in front of his Rebecca Romaine and their 2 daughters.
Without saying anything, became physical with me. They were filled with rage. So
raging just because he was essentially saying the truth, but they became physical. So his wife and daughters both started to wail on him. What the fuck?
If I am being careful with you in how I say things, yes, I live in California. I live with not 1, not 2, but 3 people who, if I made any kind of joke, they would, they'd become very angry with me. So
I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but I couldn't live that way. I would, whatever household or whatever situation I'm in, I say what I truly think, and if it makes you angry, I'm sorry. We'll have to work that out.
Well, it makes...
But I am not going to tuck my tail between my legs and just shut the fuck up. This is what you were dealing with when you were a child. Just sit there and don't say anything.
Yeah, but...
Sit on your hands. But what happened to Rob Reiner? More of that, Jerry. More of that.
Yeah.
Where's Rob Reiner's ghost when you need him to be telling you more of that?
Yeah.
Should be telling your daughters, what the fuck did you just do? And I don't care how good looking Rebecca Romaine was back in the day. She starts wailing on you in front of the daughters. Okay, daughters, go to bed.
Yeah.
Pow, zoom, right to the moon, right in the fucking kisser.
Daddy's got to open up his makeup case.
Yeah.
A little bit of bitch
You get physical with me? Fuck you. All bets are off. And now you think those daughters have any respect for him at all?
Or any man.
Well, of course, any man, yeah. But the last person they should lose respect for is their father. And so you still think Jerry O'Connell's, got it made? Oh man, he must get that pussy, that Rebecca Romaine pussy. Oh man, huh? She's a fucking lunatic. And it sounds like they raised daughters who are also lunatics.
That's Kush from
They
Jerry Maguire.
genuinely don't have the brain capacity to think of anything other than piggy, cow. And if all you can think about
A controversial episode of Pigs in Space!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you will never have the intellect to advance. All of your children, all of your sperm that you cast out into this world, they're all going to be stupid. And it's your fault.
Oh.
Because we call you fat, stupid, and lazy. You're now we're all worthless.
She shouldn't say that. She's off-putting.
You might as well jump.
She should be off-putting.
We need more people with nothing to lose.
Huh?
Oh man, this guy looks like
gosh.
a real hard hitter. He's a pipe hitting.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need more people with nothing to lose.
This guy grew up being beat up by his big sister.
We need more people to make TikTok videos telling people.
Because right now it seems like everybody's got... I mean, they don't even want to lose their digital shit. Right? They don't even want to play a hardcore game in case they die and lose their stuff in the video game. Let alone the real world. Let alone lose their life. You know? They're clinging so hard. They're clinging so hard to their job, to their fucking... to their house, to their car. Oh, to their materials.
To their TikTok accounts.
Y'all got so much to live for, don't you?
I bet you he's living in the basement of his parents' house.
Like, this is an older, like, he's not old, but he's an older dude.
Got divorced, lost
looking
his
forward to that
job.
vacation?
Now he knows everything.
Spring break coming up. We need more people with less to live for. Yeah. We can really bring them to their knees.
Bring who to their knees? Oh,
Yeah.
We just had a few more desperate people.
This is the cult that you people are in.
Just you can go ahead and volunteer.
The cult of death that you people subscribe to. We just need you to have, we just need
Our
you to
headphones tonight are half working. He was mumbling, so it was like they were quarter working.
Yeah.
I don't have a car. But if somebody wanted to come pick me up.
Crazy Mouse?
All right, I'm all.
Do this
I'm
guy
on
a
it.
solid. Badger, bring it on, son. Better be wearing level 4 plates. Yep. I got a 44 myself.
I got nothing to live for.
That's why you're making TikTok videos. Everybody who has nothing to live for makes TikTok videos. There you go. This is what happens when your kids are, when you say, you need diverse friends. Little Charlie, you need diverse friends.
I'm not fucking playing with you, bro. I'm gonna show you niggas, you niggas can't fuck with me, nigga. Yo, a lot of niggas gonna watch how the fuck y'all talk to me. You gonna start riding my face, slick shit, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch ass? Fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
They learn young.
Is that the mom
impulse?
there?
The impulse to violence, very young.
Is that the mom there recording her son?
It's not. It's like 2 or 3 other black friends. So I blame the parents who are like, you're friends with who? You're going where? Huh. Let's talk about that. You guys are laughing.
And the next time
Yeah, these two.
I ever hear you say something about my mama, nigga, I'm gonna kill your ass. Watch how the fuck you talk about my fucking mama, nigga. Alright, my bad, bro. No, fucking playing with you.
My bad, bro. Drop an N-bomb on him and run out of the house. You fucking get out of there.
Don't ever talk about my
This is
mama.
what happens when you're friends with these people. Hey, son, you're going over to Tyrone's house? Oh, good golly. You guys are going to play some video games? Oh, no, they hate your guts because they've been indoctrinated since the time they got squirted out of the womb to hate you because you're whitey and you're the devil. And then every teacher, every newsman told them they were right for doing that. And now you're going to pay the consequences, but you're a tough boy. You can take it.
See the video of something similar to this where the kid in school was like a bigger kid, taller and huskier. He was standing up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
and the little twerp came over and was like slugging him in the face a couple times. The big kid showed some restraint. Then finally the big kid had enough, picked him up and absolutely body slammed him. And during the body slam, didn't he break his dude's leg?
I think so. You could see it when the
If you can find it, send it to me.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
But
about.
then they went on like
He tried standing
good,
up.
Good Morning. Yeah, he couldn't even stand up because his leg was all shattered on the inside. Then he went on Good Morning America and was like how the kid that got his ass whooped was
he was the victim.
A victim,
of course.
Yeah.
Shawnee got the 4K Steel Book of Army of Darkness. Nice. Almost like seeing it in the theater again for the first time. Yes.
That's a great movie.
That's why I don't feel bad about seeing
these
any...
people, they've seen this video. Yeah. Double D, if I find it, I'll send it to you.
Okay, yep. Yeah, Shawnee, that's why I don't... I could go the rest of my life watching a movie a day and not run out of good movies to watch without seeing anything Hollywood produces.
Again, nigga. Sorry, I'm sorry. That's my mama, nigga. I love my motherfucking mama, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You don't quit fucking playing with me, nigga. Next time I hear you say something, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass, nigga, until you fucking bleed to death. Quit fucking playing with me, bitch. Alright.
Dude, that just gets me in my...
Yeah, well.
Goosh.
Is it genetic?
That just gets me so angry.
Go sit on the fucking couch. Go.
Best thing you ever did, kid. Get out of there. In 15 years, this guy will be in prison or hopefully worse, if you know what I mean. Because that is an evil little shit right there. And those friends that we're recording, I hope they're right with him when the drive-by happens. There you go. What are we doing here? We're just going up the stairs. We're going to our house, our apartment. Oh yeah, there's something nice there. Let's just knock it over. Let's just knock it over.
If you're not black and you call a black person a YN or you use the ninja emoji, that is a microaggression because you're basically saying nigga.
Huh?
Straight. What does YN mean? Is YN just the N word?
I don't know.
Chat.
YMCA.
Yeah. What does he mean by YN? I'm sorry. There you go. Be an old man, you get run up on by a group of the same people and you're just beating his grandson in the room. There you go.
No! No! Oh, no!
Get your concealed carry permit, people. But most of all, just avoid them.
I know right now.
Follow Scott Adams' advice. Just get the hell out.
Now Ben Stiller is calling out the president, saying he doesn't want him to use his movie clips for war propaganda.
Asking Gene Simmons what he thinks about
gosh.
Ben Stiller getting lippy about the Trump administration using clips. I love Gene Simmons.
I mean, it sounds like a lot of people are kind of, criticizing Trump, like Hollywood right now, over this war thing. Is that fair?
Yeah, because everybody in the world should listen to what actors and comedians say because they're so qualified. Basically, shut the f*** up. Do your art and shut up. Nobody's interested in your opinions. That includes me, who I vote for, who I like. Who the f*** do you think you are? People in America work hard for their living and they don't want to be lectured to by people who live in mansions and drive Rolls Royces. It's time for everybody in the entertainment industry to shut their pie hole and just do your art. Nobody cares what you think. I don't.
Okay.
What will Mark Ruffalo, however the he pronounces his
Mark
name.
Ruffalo, yeah.
Ruffalo, Buffalo. What does Mark think about politics? I don't care.
So you think celebrities should stay out of the politic talk?
Well, we both
don't...
agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Or go to Kylie Jenner and ask her what she thinks of the war so far.
Oh man, there's still a few. They're a dying breed, but there's still a few good ones out there. Masterfully done, G.
Gavin Newsom's wife, Jennifer, and her firm pocket $3.7 million over the years from her gender stereotypes charity. Jennifer Newsom has a charity called the
Gavin Newsom, governor of California, his wife. Fraudster.
Project. It's a nonprofit aimed at combating gender stereotypes, promoting gender justice and equity, and producing educational materials about harmful gender norms. Well, the nonprofit generates around 1 to 1.7 million annually in revenue. She pays herself $150,000 annual salary. And her for-profit company, Girls Club LLC, receives another $150,000. So she's getting $300,000 annually to her and her firm, which is about 1/3 of the charity's income in recent years.
A third of the income goes to paying her off and her side hustle companies.
Over the years,
I wonder how her OnlyFans is doing.
These combined payments amount to over $3.7 million.
Which shouldn't be allowed.
These nonprofits, even Mrs. D we were talking, and she's like, because for her like part-time job now that she's retired, she's actually doing some outreach for a local business. And she's like, I reach out to these like nonprofits. She's like, they're all like scams. Here's Bill Clinton and Hillary walking across the street. Keep your eyes on Bill. He's trying to push her into traffic. Now he has to cover up and be like, oh, honey, I just...
Is he drunk?
He had that thought for a moment, like, if I just give her a little push. It reminded me of a scene from a movie. I hope you guys appreciate this.
Looking to put the knife in. I mean, some of these so-called academics make the shark in Jaws look like fucking Flipper.
Wilma!
Husband's calling you, Billy. Oh, God, Henry, what's wrong now?
Not a thing, Wilma. Everything's just fine.
Is that Hal
Holbrook?
He had a very small role in Sons of Anarchy.
But how satisfied he is. Like, yeah.
Hell of a shot.
Hell of a shot. Bullseye.
Oh, Henry, can't you do anything right? Huh?
Oh, no.
That's what I figured. Huh? That's just what I'd expect from you. I told you half an hour ago to get one of them.
What are you doing there,
hairs
Bill?
in the monkey suits to
Trying
bring
to push
the
me
car
into
around.
traffic? Yep. So we're going on Facebook Marketplace, and then you're inviting these people to your house to buy your old phone, and then they ask, "Can I just see it?" What do you think is going to happen? Place your bets. Place your bets. Be like the roulette dealer. No more bets. There he goes. Yep. Just stole your phone. Because you let
Wish it was packed with C4. Hit the button.
It's like when those Israelis blew up all those phones in like the pockets of those Hamas or Hezbollah guys. There you go.
I don't know. I'm not sheltered. I'm a person of a certain age. I know how the world is. Certain aspects of the world is certainly going to shit. But I don't understand how a certain culture in America, how they don't raise their children with morality. Where did that go?
They don't.
The
people raising them don't have it. We're at least 2 generations in.
I don't understand it. I don't understand.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh man.
I'll say it again. Facebook Marketplace is not worth it. If you're bound and determined to get an extra $35, you just work harder, work smarter for it. But if you're bound and determined, public place and invite the biggest guy you know. Even if you're a dude, like get some backup to roll up. Or you'll have these little hood rats. Be glad that that's all they took. Be glad they didn't jam a gun in your ribs and then walk into the house. Oh, this brought back, David Santa Carla, great account, call a lot of stuff. Watching Spring Break 40 years ago compared to nowadays. So depressing. We got 40 years ago on top, and then nowadays on the bottom. It's all fights, sister fights. The thing is, I was there 40 years ago. I was on Spring Break in 1990. Me and my buddy Ray took a bus. I remember it was a $200 package, and my grandfather had got me a savings bond that had matured, and it was like $200. And $200 all encompassing. Bus trip down, hotel room for like 4 days, bus trip back. The only thing you had to pay for was the meals. Fuck yeah, let's go. Daytona Beach, 1990. It was just like this. On the top. Now you're just going to run into... You're going to run into trouble. Wet t-shirt contests. It was there. Skin to win. Had some girl pull her top up, for God's sake. Glory days.
Why this lady add her own tip? The bill was $90. She added her own tip. She charged me, and she signed for her own tip and told me to sign.
Guys, place any bets on why the waitress just took the bold move of just putting the tip in there anyway for Chevanice here? Might it be because she knew you weren't going to give one dime, Chevanice?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Boys, was it a racist move? Or was it just, what do I got to lose?
Well, the honest thing was just, put the tip down, and then when everyone walks away, you go back and take the tip away.
Yeah. Or in Crazy Mouse's case, just pull it back. Yeah. I promise I'm gonna tip you.
Tip baiting.
Called tip baiting. I promise. I got you, bro. I got all of you. Trust fall back into my arms. That's a night. Thank you guys very much for your generosity, for your spirited conversation in the chat, your geniality with each other and with us, your comments that made us laugh.
Thank you for the generosity tonight. DM James,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Ryan, everybody.
Yep.
Snake Oil, throwing those subscriptions around like they're new cars from Oprah.
That's right.
Thank you for all the jocularity.
Yep. Guys, what can I say? Best chat around.
These guys are the best. They are.
Keep spreading the word if you can.
Rogan was back.
I'm back.
Back and badder than ever.
That sucked.
Give you a little bit of what's going on. What can I say? Times are tough out there, but we keep weathering the storm. I want to wish all of you a very, very good night. Stay safe out there. And boys, any last words? Any benediction?
Don't be off-putting.
Don't be off-putting.
You shouldn't say that. That's off-putting.
No, thanks everybody.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Why are you shaking? What do you mean? That's from her eating chicken wings.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's all.
Good night,
Double
everybody.
D signing off for Crazy Mouse and Rogan.
Enjoy March Madness. Let it begin.
Yeah, all you sports ball guys, watch a little March Madness. You don't have to know anything.
There was 2 great games yesterday.
Watch some college basketball. All right, take care.
Peace.
Love you. Peace.
Donald Trump, just last week, he confirmed to the National Review that he is again considering a run in 2016.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
Which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Of the declared ones, right now, Donald Trump.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
So right now we have Hillary's about a 75 or an 80% favorite. We have different versions of the forecast you can look at.
The poll has Hillary Clinton up by double digits nationally, 12 points, 50 to 38, four-way race.
Clinton leading in Florida, Clinton leading in North Carolina, Clinton leading in Ohio, Clinton leading in Nevada. I could go on and on and on.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
And so, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
We have a major projection right now. Donald Trump will take Ohio. And CNN projects Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida. Huge win for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, we project, will win in Kentucky, in Indiana, with its 11 electoral votes. West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, North Dakota, with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, North Carolina, Georgia, Iowa, Utah, Wisconsin, Arizona, Kansas, with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
Thank you, everybody. We are not going to be taking any questions. Thank you, guys. Thank you.